I have my eyes to see. I have my ear to hear. All those things that God praises it. It's not that He modeled it individually, one by one for us. We are procreation. We are a
Yeah.
subcreation from my
Guys,
mother.
guys,
So I,
just
you don't you,
one second, Yomi. Guys, if you're a Muslim, please, come up and let's have a conversation. Or if you're an ex-Muslim, why did you leave? Why are you an ex-Muslim? As far as I am concerned, I think that ex-Muslims, I think we don't celebrate them enough. We don't celebrate ex-Muslims enough. Um,
well,
can
you
you
don't
imagine?
celebrate.
Can you
So
imagine?
okay,
Hold
me
on,
me
Yomi, please hold
remaining,
on. Yomi, hold on. Yomi,
but
please
to
hold on.
interject me now.
Just 1 second, because I'm trying to invite people to come up. Wait.
Okay.
For ex-Muslims, yeah. Can you imagine turning your back on a religion that says if anyone leaves, you are to be unalived? These people are so brave that they're saying, look, you can threaten me if you want, you can do whatever you want, but I have since figured out that this religion is nothing but false. And so I'm walking away, right? They are my heroes. Ex Muslims are my heroes. Huh? Could I adjust the banner? Craig, how do I? Oh, okay, I think. Okay, is it that way? So, ex Muslims are my heroes, right? For you to have done what you did, congratulations to you. Honestly, congratulations to you. And you deserve all the commendations that you can get, right? And your voices are very, very much needed in these spaces, right? Because if we're not hearing you out, how a lot of people like okay, Mr. Yomina was born a Muslim. He has never challenged, I don't think. He has never, because he says he's comfortable. He's comfortable in his beliefs.
No, I've never.
That's what you said. You said you were comfortable in Islam.
Yes, I said I'm comfortable. I don't need to be going to other people. I make an example. If it's only if I'm not comfortable in my own house, I'll be looking for another shelter. I'm comfortable in the religion I am. Why should I be going around another people's religion? Does that make sense?
What if
If I
your
have
religion?
challenge,
What
I
if your religion? What if your
say,
religion is a lie? What if your religion is a lie?
what if? What
Yes,
if?
yes. What if
If
Islam is a lie?
if Islam is a lie
Yes.
until the day of judgment, if
What if
Islam
what
is
if
a
there is
lie,
no what if
I
there is
should
no
have known.
judgment day?
I,
What if there is
no,
no
I don't.
judgment day?
Then you have your own conviction. I have mine. So I don't believe that your own conviction I must follow. Why should I be thinking that if my religion is a lie, I won't take negativity.
No,
That's the
listen.
negativity.
Okay.
Listen, as thinking beings, right? As people who can think, um, look, you can ask questions. Abi Yomi, can you not ask questions?
I can ask question.
Can you not ask the simple
If
question of Islam? Is Islam true or not?
whom do I ask? Except you ask me. You ask the same question. I'm telling you to force. You said you don't believe in God, so I cannot force you to believe in God.
Yeah, but
So because you don't believe in God, does that make it not true? I said about prayer. Do you
mhm.
fault that? I said you should give in alms to the poor. Do you fault that? I said we should be fasting the month of Ramadan. Do you fault that?
Yes, I
I
fault
said
that fasting. Wait, no,
you
Mr.
fault
Yomi. Yes,
fasting.
hold on. Yes, yes, I do. I fault it. Why is a
Okay.
God? Why
Well,
is a God
why is it
asking you?
why
Hold
is
on,
it fault?
let me finish. Why is a God telling you to starve yourself of no food? Why? What's the
Not
idea
tell
behind not
it's not
eating?
the word starve. No, I'm fasting. I'm not starving myself.
Okay, so why is God asking human beings to not eat? What is
for a
the
period of
rationale for
time.
that? What's the
The
rationale? Yeah.
rationale, the rationale in it, as a Muslim, during the month of Ramadan, we fast for 30 days. So the
What for?
rationality
What for?
is I've already told you that I have a feeling that it's my soul that will make me have a feeling of anything.
No, sir. Hold on.
It is
You said I cannot
that
fault
is your
the
belief.
5 pillars.
Don't tell me
You say
it's
I
no.
cannot fault
Why
the
are
5
you
pillars. I'm trying to fault.
okay?
I'm trying to
What is
fault the
okay? You are
pillar
just asking
of
question.
fasting for
You are just
30
asking.
days.
Look, you are asking question.
You
You are
just
telling
said
me why
just
do
now
I
that
agree?
it is okay to ask questions. You just said that.
But you are asking me
Yeah,
question
okay.
that I'm starving myself.
I didn't say
I
you are
said I'm not
starving
starving.
yourself. I didn't say
That's
your
what you
meat is
said.
starving himself. I said, why is God expecting humans to starve themselves?
I say. Then I responded that it's not starving, it's fasting.
Okay, why is God, the God of Islam, asking human beings to fast?
Human being to fast. Definitely, you should reason that we human beings are not the only creature of God that have our 5 senses intact. That God makes us human being. It doesn't make me an animal. I'm not a goat. That the only thing I can do is to bark. Boo, boo, boo. God make me a human being. I have senses. I can reason.
You're not answering my question. Why is God asking you to fast 30 days every year? What for? What is the reason for going on this hunger strike?
That is what I'm answering you. If you want to have stronger soul to connect with God, you fast.
Also, when you fast, you get closer to God.
When you fast, you got these exact feelings. You experience the feelings through your soul.
What feelings?
You experience.
So when you starve yourself, you are getting feelings. Feelings of what exactly?
Yes, feeling of God
AJ,
existence.
Alex, feelings of God
existence. Yes.
What does that feel like, Yomi? That feeling of God existence. What does it feel like? Is it a good feeling?
It's a good feeling.
Is it a good? You can just describe. You can describe. Is it a good feeling?
During the month of Ramadan, I feel it's a good feeling.
It's a good one
towards my Creator.
So when you are going hungry, it feels good to your Creator. Yes.
I feel the presence. I'm getting nearer to my Creator, who created me. So you cannot experience my feelings, so I cannot experience your own feeling too.
Okay, so Allah wants you to feel Him when you fast. This is the reason why.
Yes.
Why can't Allah just show you, why can't Allah just do something to make you, why 30 days of no eating?
Why Allah cannot just say, don't fast, go just be living.
Yes.
A prescribed fasting is for me to experience Him as my Creator. And that is what He prescribed for me to experience as my Creator.
So fasting allows you to experience Allah as your Creator. But you already know He's your Creator. Why would you need to experience
Him? To experience it, to have more closer.
Wait, now let me finish. Let me finish. You already know He's your Creator. Why then do you now need to feel Him as your Creator?
Because I need to get closer to my Creator.
So when you get closer to your Creator, what happens?
Yes. When I get closer, I feel peace within me. Absolute peace within me.
So you feel peace, yeah, when you are closer to
I
your
feel at
creator.
peace. Yes, I feel at peace when I'm closer to my creator.
Okay. I mean, if you have peace, but that when you're not fasting, you don't have peace. Then yes.
When I'm not out fasting,
Uh,
I do have peace. But
you,
when I'm fasting, I have more inner peace.
okay, guys. You heard Mr. Yomi, right? So Muslims are asked to fast
So do you
30
want to
days.
do definitely
Hold on, Yomi,
that
please hold on.
fasting?
Hold on, Yomi, hold on. So the reason why this fasting is necessary is so that Muslims can feel God, they can experience God, right? And no, is peaceful during these 30 days. So the days when Muslims are not fasting, they are not at peace. They are not at peace because
I
they are
said,
not fasting.
peace. When you are peace, you more
Afro,
get
you know,
closer
that
to my
actually leads me
creator.
to a question.
Uh,
In
I
terms,
said during the month of Ramadan, I felt at peace. I get more closer.
Okay.
More closer. Not
Okay.
that I'm not aware.
okay,
I'm getting more closer. I felt more closer to my
okay,
creator.
Yomi. So I have a
Okay,
question for you then.
okay.
Why are we not special enough to be graced with the presence of God? The same way he revealed himself to Muhammad and the other prophets.
Why are we not what?
Why can we not see, feel, touch God? Why must he be communicated through other people's voices?
I'm not
Does he
communicating to
care
other
enough
people's
for
voices.
us to be saved?
Look here, I'm not using anybody to get closer to God. Did I tell you say I use any other person?
No, you didn't get a question. A question is, why can't God reveal himself the same way he revealed himself to Muhammad? What's special about Muhammad? Why can't he just show face to all of us? The same way he could go show himself to Muhammad,
Even
why can't he show
he did,
himself to us
even,
too?
he did not show himself to Muhammad even. He sent his angel to Muhammad.
Yeah, okay, why
Okay,
can't he
so why
send an
can't we
angel
also
to
see
us
the
too?
angel?
Because Muhammad, yes, he sent angel to Muhammad.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so why not send an angel to me?
Why when you don't feel closer to God, does it require you that God must reveal himself to you? Are you not thankful enough that you are a human being?
Hmm?
You have eyes. Eh?
Hmm?
Is it not enough for you that you are a human being? You are not an animal.
What?
Human beings are
Or
animals.
could God will take your spirit and put it into the spirit of a dog that you can only be barking. You cannot be talking like you are talking.
But sir, the question, you're not getting the question. If God could send Jubril to Muhammad, he can do the
Yes,
same for all of us. Some of us are even
everybody.
better than Muhammad self.
Uh-huh. Definitely, because where you take yourself far away from God, how do you expect God to reveal, to send an angel to you?
So we got to be in right standing with Allah before he can send an angel to us, yes?
Because it's our creator. We have to obey his rule. If need be, he will send an angel to you. If need be, he may not send an angel to
If
you. You are not the one.
need
You are
be.
not in a position. Yes, if need be. If you are supposed to be in danger, God can reveal himself to you.
Feel? There you go. Oh, if you're in danger, God can reveal himself to you in danger.
Yes, how to get out of that danger.
But let me ask you a quick question, Yomi. This is what I
Okay.
have heard. Please correct me. I might be wrong. Is it true that the first thing Allah created was a pen?
First created was a pen.
Biro. A biro.
Where they do have that? What we had, what God created was heaven and earth. Where did you come about pen?
That's what I'm saying. Correct me, I might be wrong. Some people actually believe that Allah, the first thing He created was a pen.
Where is that is why I'm telling you. Generally, everybody believes that Allah created heaven and earth first.
No, not everybody believes that. No, we don't believe that at all.
Hey Elmo, hey Phil.
We believe as a Muslim. That was my belief. That heaven and earth first got created.
Hunter Biden.
Not pen.
Hunter
Where
Biden.
did you get the idea of pen?
No, I'll get it. I'll get the information. Just one second.
Yes, and the pen was used to write the lives of everyone, to write what was going to happen to everyone. Yeah.
If that is the case.
The pen was invented 1,000 years before it was invented too.
Listen,
the pen was what God first created.
Yes.
That is what first God created. Where do you find that the pen was first?
Just relax.
The first was created is pen.
I will find it. Relax. Hold on. I'll find it. Because this is something. This is a. Let's see.
Sorry, my cat's in a playful mood. He keeps attacking my phone tripod.
Cat wants to play.
Yeah.
So the first thing created by Allah. What was the first thing created by Allah? And this is from Sunnah. What's this one? What website is this? Let's see. 1 second. Let me see. If anyone can help, please, if anybody can help, show us where it is that says that Allah created a pen. I'm trying to find it.
So, Afra,
yes.
I've never been able to find that, but one thing that I can say about Islam as a religion, because it was handed down by Gabriel, I believe that's why we call it gibberish.
Elmo.
What?
Elmo.
What?
Elmo.
You're so mean.
Elmo.
But you're not disputing it.
I'm still laughing, so what does that make me?
A true believer in humor. The only God is humor. It is the only thing that truly brings happiness to the most people. That and fapping, bound chicken.
Help. I need to find this the pen.
Look, that was first thing God created. That's what he said. First thing.
The first thing that was created by Allah, yes.
Is pen.
Yes, it's a pen.
Okay. That is the evidence.
Hunter Biden's laptop. No, Laron, I'm not saying about a pin, P-I-N. I'm talking about a pen. To write a pen with a pen. I've heard this somewhere, but I've not. Yomi Googled it. Okay, let's see.
Sorry, 1 second. Can I just answer Googly 236 in the comments?
Okay.
If Jesus' true birthday is the 1st of April, why does the Catholic Church and every Christian denomination around the world celebrate the Immaculate Conception at the beginning of December? That would mean that Jesus was conceived and then born less than 4 months later.
Wow.
Like, do you not understand anatomy? Sorry.
No religion understands anatomy.
Now I'm going to I need to find this, otherwise I think
Afro.
yes.
Afro. Du Bois quoted it. Surah Al-Akha 96,
Okay, where is it? Surah
96, 1-5.
okay, let's see. Surah Al-Alaq. Al-Alaq. Surah Al-Alaq.
Yeah, 96, 1-5.
Okay, so Surah Al-Alaq.
LAQ.
Surah Al-Alaq. A-L-A-K. L-A-Q. L-A-Q. 96.
Yeah, so it'll be Surah 96,
1 to
verse
5. Okay.
yeah, 1-5. If he invented the pen first, why did he wait so long to describe it?
Oh, it says to recite in the name of your Lord who created man from a clot of congealed blood. Recite, and your Lord is most generous, who taught by the pen, taught men what he did not know. So he taught by the pen, right? There's a pen involved here, but never mind. I mean,
I'm sorry though, but are we on about if we're talking historic meanings of the word? I'm pretty sure that a pen would have been an enclosure that animals are kept in.
no,
So people were
P-E-N.
penned up.
No, P-E-N, not a play pen.
No, like a pen where goats are stored, or a pen where you would segregate. So a pen.
No, a pen to write.
But where does it say? Right, it says you learned by the pen. Well, if someone was bad and they were locked away in a cage, they were penned away.
Elmo, you're on one today. Elmo.
But it's true. How do we know that
I'll
that's
read the
not the
verse.
original meaning when the language has changed that much?
Okay, I mean,
We are
anyway,
talking 1600 years
But
since
what
a
is,
man that
let me
can't read
remind
or
you what
write
you said. It's
somehow
the
wrote the
first thing
Quran
God
for
created.
living in a
hey,
cave.
hey, Doug, hey, Paul Scatler. Good to see you all over on YouTube. I'm also streaming on YouTube. Guys, follow me on YouTube, The Afro Atheist on YouTube. If you're on TikTok, follow me on TikTok, The Afro Atheist too. Yeah. Right, we've got Mackenzie. Mackenzie, hello.
Hi, Mackenzie.
Hello.
Mackenzie,
Elmo. Yes.
you all right?
Yep.
How you doing this fine Friday evening?
I'm doing fine. I wouldn't say fine, totally fine, but I am doing fine in the ways of being happy, and between sad and happy, I'm fine.
Oh, okay. That's a good place to be, I think, Mackenzie.
So
Yes.
Mackenzie Mackenzie's had a bit of a rough day, and I've been chatting and stuff and making sure he's okay.
Is there anything we can do to help, Mackenzie?
Annihilate religion. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Anything we can do to help, Mackenzie?
Not that's allowed on TikTok.
Sorry?
I said not that I'm not allowed to say it on TikTok.
Oh, okay. So
Genocide.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh God.
Burn them all.
One question I do have for people that do believe there is somebody out there.
Afro, you said.
Yomi, hold on. Yomi, just 1 second, please. Let Mackenzie get his question out. He has a question for you, Yomi.
Okay.
One question I have for any religion,
No,
I'm not talking
let me
about
conclude with you before I answer him. You said Allah created pen first. The first thing Allah created was pen.
Yes,
so
that's what I heard.
You don't. That is your word, but there's nothing like that in what you read in the Quran.
Okay, so what was the first thing that Allah created then?
Heaven and earth.
So the first thing Allah created is heaven and earth. Yes?
Yeah, yes.
According to the Quran.
Oh, I thought Christian God made heaven and Allah made Jinnah.
Is this the first, would that be the first chapter? And first, let's see, the opening of the surah titles are not integral. A distinguishing word, although some names, Allah is the proper name belonging only to one Almighty God, Creator.
So Allah is the name given to the storm god, a rain god from the Mechanite faith.
Right. So what are you saying, Elmo?
Oh no, I'm just saying he's not the one true god. He was a lesser god from the Mechanite pantheon. Just saying. The only thing
So
he
I'm waiting
made was
for
the
Mackenzie's
ground
question.
wet.
Okay, so you want your question now. Mackenzie, ask your question now.
One question I have for any religion or any beliefs is, if there was a God, why is there crime, why is there hate, and why do people die? If God wanted to make everyone happy, why doesn't he let everyone live forever?
Well said.
That is a question. Why are we dying? Simple, Abby.
No, he said why, basically, to simplify it, Yomi, he said, why is there pain, why is there suffering, and why is there hate?
Yes.
Surely a God that created good and kind and everything would want everybody to live in peace and happiness.
That's another question the man Mackenzie is asking me.
That is basically what I asked you.
Fucking hell.
He just simplified it into a version your brain would understand it.
Guys, hold on, everyone. If you're a Muslim, hold on. Oh wow, oh, I can't see you, Phil.
No, your box has gone invisible, Phil.
If you're a Muslim, would you be able to show it? Would you be able to show it on the screen? Okay, if you can show it to us, yes, that would be nice. Because like I said, guys, I've never been a Muslim myself. A lot of what I know about Islam, I have learned as an atheist. When I was a Christian, we were told that all Muslims are going to hell because they have the wrong religion. We were not to associate with them. We were not to be friends with them. We were not to have any, you couldn't marry them, right? I'm talking about the sect of Christianity that I grew up in. So when I was a Christian person, I had no knowledge at all about Islam. What am I supposed to do with Islam? That was the religion that would send me straight to hell. So I could not even, you couldn't even read the Quran. Are you okay in your head? Right? So it's only after becoming an atheist, right? Now that there is no God or Yahweh or nobody, I'm just me. I have 2 Qurans right now, right? I've gone ahead and I've bought my I've got 1 book already, right? The Life of Muhammad. And I engage in these conversations, right? So this is why I know that religion can be very limiting. It limits from just exploring the world around you. So to my Muslim brothers and sisters, I beg your pardon. I might say something that may not be right or it might not be accurate, right? But I'm open to learning. I am definitely open to learning. So if I don't get it right, then hopefully you correct me. So let's see.
Afro, you're doing a better job than most Muslims. You've read and studied more of the religion than they have. I find that when it comes to religion, the atheists seem to know more than the theists.
Oh yes, and that word up there supposed to be Jannah, not Jahannam. I will rectify it. Let's see. Elmo does a good job. Okay, so guys, I'm streaming also on YouTube. So Elmo.
Yeah.
Elmo.
Yeah.
Phil, mute yourself, Phil. It's too loud.
Oh.
There we go. My goodness. Elmo, I'm also streaming on YouTube. So be on your best behavior, okay?
Hi, YouTube.
Smile for the camera.
Wait. So you're streaming on YouTube and TikTok and you're asking me to be on my best behavior for YouTube.
That's right.
TikTok has more terms and conditions.
No, just say hello to people on they're fascinated by you, Elmo.
Hi, TikTok. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Pornhub.
Pornhub? I'm not streaming to Pornhub. Okay, CSS, let me put you on the big screen. Okay.
Hadith. It's a hadith, right? I was saying, I think it's a hadith. But it says, verily the first of what Allah created was the pen. And he said to it, write. The pen said, and I quote, oh my Lord, what shall I write? He said, write the decree and whatever will throughout eternity. This hadith has been recorded by Imam Ahmad through various routes of transmission.
What's the
And
number? What's the
I am
hadith?
looking for it.
So it's a magic pen.
So is this
magic pen.
Whee!
Is this an
Is it like magic
authentic
mushrooms?
Is this an authentic? Because they will say this is not authentic.
I don't know. I am not sure, but they said it also at Tirmidhi.
Oh my goodness.
Tirmidhi also recorded it from a hadith of Abu Dawood.
Abu Dawood.
Taisalisi, and he there said about it. Hassan Saeed Garib, I don't know what that is. That's some Arabic term.
Okay.
He said, Alice, he swears by the greatness of the pen. Of the swearing by the pen refers to the greatness of the prophet. They have something there. Bible.
That's confusing because isn't Muhammad the prophet? Are they saying the world was created when Muhammad spoke it?
Elmo, you need to hear this. Elmo, you need to
Let me see, where is this?
Yeah.
Oh, guys, everyone, please be careful. Can I just? I've just received a message from TikTok. Yeah. Someone has flagged this for hate speech. So,
there has been no hate speech. There has been open discussion.
Someone has flagged this for hate speech.
It's user 1, 2, 3.
We're trying to learn.
Afro, it's user 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
It's user 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 because he keeps trying to hate on Elmo, saying that we're insulting them and we're not.
So we are not here trying to hate on anybody. We are just trying to figure out and ask the question: is Islam the truth? That's what we're trying to do here, right? So please, everyone, just be careful with your words. Elmo, Dog on YouTube says, a guy with his hand up a puppet's ass is sus, and the puppet doesn't blink.
I would rather a puppet discuss religion than a cleric that has been linked to the abuse of children.
Referring to as what God created was the pen.
Elmo, show us the person behind. Show us the person behind Elmo.
People want to see the person behind Elmo.
I want to see. Wait, hold on.
You're reading
Hold on. Let me put you on big screen. Hold on.
Quran 68:1.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm just doing. No, we didn't see anything. That was so quick.
He's a
Come back.
dickhead.
Come back. No, come back. There you go.
You all right, fuckers?
There we go.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, what happened? Gentleman is gone. Yummy is gone.
Bye, Rose. Sorry. Bye.
Yummy is gone.
Yummy.
Phil, I'm going to bring you back on the big screen. Can you please? Okay, Elmo, shush.
Sorry, I'm a puppet.
Shh. All right, Phil, please read it to us.
Sorry.
Okay,
they're referring to a verse from Quran. Check Quran 68:1 and 68:7.
Quran 68:1.
Yeah, even the website My Islam quotes the same hadith.
Okay. Quran 68:1 says,
Quran, it says referring to Quran 68:1 and verse 7 too.
oh, so Quran 68:1 says, none by the pen and what they inscribe.
And then read 7, verse 7.
7:7.
Yeah, no, 68:7, same chapter,
Sorry,
but
if
verse
it's
7.
scribe, then
says,
it would be a stylus,
indeed.
not a pen.
Hey Josh, indeed your Lord is most knowing of who has gone astray from his way, and he is knowing of the rightly guided. I don't know what that is.
I don't but it was saying that it is that it was based on referring to, let me pull it back here, referring to Quran, those two verses, explanation of the two verses, the tarif. You are reading a tafsir for the group of verses, 68:1 to 68:7. So you got to read from verse 1 to 7. Yeah. Okay. Got it now. Is right. Verses 68:1 to 68:7. So it's verse 1 to 7 of 68.
The boy just said there are a few mentions of a pen. Like there are several pens. It's like a pencil case or a stationery box. And to be fair, as I said earlier, if it says scribed way back then, it wouldn't even have been a quill or a pen. It would have been a stylus.
Yeah.
A stylus?
Yes, which was a hard pointy object to engrave into stone and clay.
Right.
It was the purpose to scratch words. So it wouldn't have even been a pen.
So the first thing that Allah creates is a pen to write stuff. And if that's the case, that means everything we're doing right now has been written.
Yes.
Yep. Predestination.
Everything has been written.
Which then means that every piece of pain and hate and torment in the world was designed and planned.
Okay, hold on. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to bring in. Hold on. Guys. I'm trying to bring in. Doug, did you want to say something?
No, I'm in the background at the moment.
There's a really bad feedback loop.
I know, sorry. Doug, did you want to say something?
There's a really bad feedback loop.
I know, sorry.
Someone has got YouTube open while they're in StreamYard, by the sounds of it. Someone's got YouTube open while they're in StreamYard, by the sounds of it.
No, this is not going to work, Doug. Let me try and sort this out, okay? Let me try and, I'm not sure why is there that loop? I don't know why. Okay,
You mute a second, Afro?
huh?
Oh, that stopped.
No, because I turned the thing down, the volume down, but then I don't know if I don't know. It's just too much technology.
That was
I wouldn't
bizarre.
know what to do. The name of who wrote the hadith was mentioned, not from the Quran. Hussein, if you want to come and join the conversation, we are trying to ask the question, is Islam true or not? That's what
Nope.
we're trying to do. Is Islam true? And if
I'm
Islam is not true, we deserve to know, right? They say Islam is the fastest growing religion. Could it be that Islam is the fastest growing delusion and not the fastest growing religion, right? So if Islam is the fastest growing delusion then what exactly are people spreading to the rest of the world? Right?
People
You're
are spreading
spreading
that
your
Islam is the
delusion.
perfect religion, and it's not.
Sorry, say that again.
I said there's people on TikTok that's saying Islam is the perfect religion when it's really not. Because
What
I don't
makes
think
you,
any religion
Mackenzie?
is perfect. Because if there was religion, why is there God making hate, pain, and suffering to people that shouldn't have it? Why are people homeless when they shouldn't be? If God wanted to everybody to be happy, He would give people money to buy houses and pay rent. He wouldn't increase the life of to the pay to live. He wouldn't increase it and make their job salaries less than they actually should be. He wouldn't make out that there's cancer and diseases like that. He wouldn't make sure that there's pain and stuff out there. He would make sure that would all go away and everybody lived their dream happy life.
Yeah, but they would just say God has a
Yeah,
will.
then
We
there
need
will
to,
not be
you
free
need to go
will,
back to the history
is
But there
it?
is no free
of
will
religion.
because the pen of Allah
There is no free will.
wrote everything down beforehand, which makes everything predestined. So there is no free will if it's all been written down beforehand. We are literally living from a script where we have no choice.
Well, exactly. That's
Hello,
religion.
This was
uh,
written.
Religion
Why
is
wouldn't
subjective.
they invent
long
everything
time no
back
see.
then?
Subjective.
I haven't been here for a while. How are you, Alpha
I am
18?
good. I am good, thank you. And yourself?
Yeah, I'm good. I haven't been here for a while. I haven't come to your life for a while.
Hello, Phil, by the
Okay.
way.
Quick
Yeah.
question for you, Hussein.
Yeah.
Is it true that the first thing Allah created was a pen?
Well, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know, but yeah. But when it comes to creation, I know that human beings, that Adam was like the first person to be actually created. But outside of that, I mean, I cannot answer it. But if the hadith says that the first thing that Allah created was the pen, then yes, that is what Allah created.
Even though there's
The reason why I'm
50,000
asking you this
years.
question is we had a Muslim here
Yeah.
who he vehemently said that that's not true. I don't think he's even ever heard about this pen issue. Yomi, if you're there, a Muslim has just said, right, that if it is in the hadith, then that's the case. There is a thing as Allah creating a pen, right? So some Muslims don't even know that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
funny.
The
It's funny how
the
some
pen.
Muslims don't know that.
No, as in the pen is in Islam. As in the pen is very, very important because of knowledge. It usually refers to knowledge. As in
The
knowledge.
pen. Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
Hold
yeah.
on. You said the pen is important.
It's very, very, very important because
Why?
because of knowledge.
What do you mean knowledge? It's a pen.
Yeah.
The-
So now you need a pen to write. Actually, every time the Quran refers to actually knowledge, it is actually indicating knowledge. I mean, like every time it refers to the pen, it is indicating knowledge. Why do you need pen for? You're
So
right.
now you're saying that the Quran is a metaphor and not a literal description of creation.
No, a lot
So
of
now
stuff.
it's not talking about a pen, it's talking about knowledge.
Yeah, a
So
lot
he
of
didn't
stuff.
create a pen, he created knowledge. So that means then that the Quran is a metaphor, which means that we don't have to follow its words because we can just assign separate meanings to it. Or the Quran is literal and it was a pen, as said and laid down in the Quran.
But okay. Can I just ask what is the problem with that? I want to know what is the problem with the pen.
Well, the pen was created.
If God
The
created pen, to me,
This is a question based on something someone else said. You've joined a topic that's already in situ.
Oh, okay. No. I want to know what the problem is with the pen. What is the issue with the pen?
Well, the pen was created about 400 years before Islam began.
people's lives, basically. That's what the Tarith, the Hadith says. And apparently, that it was used to write people's life, what they will do or not do. It says, but this here came from Quran.com. And it said it's al Qalam tree, Kasfir Ibn Kathir, abridged. And it said you're reading Tafsir for the group of verses, Quran 68, 1 to 7. It's supposed to be explanation of the pen. And this here, that there, where is it? Right. Is actually saying, verily, the first of what Allah created was the pen, and he said to it, write. The pen said, oh my Lord, what shall I write? He said, write the decree and whatever will throughout eternity.
Yeah. Again, that's actually defined knowledge. You can
But how that defines knowledge? Because it said right, whatever they will throughout the thing. Whatever it says, no, if it's interpreted as knowledge, how does it interpret as knowledge if it says, oh my Lord, what shall I write? He said, write the decree and whatever will throughout eternity.
And whatever is written, that is knowledge, yes?
It says will.
Will. Whatever will, W-I-L-L, throughout eternity.
I'm not
so
sure.
Write the decree and whatever will happen throughout eternity.
So everything that will happen, every action that we will make, so
I'm not
there is
sure.
no free
Well,
will.
can you hear me?
Oh, are you guys saying because of?
How's that?
Oh, you guys are talking about free will.
Joe, can you hear
I was
me?
trying to understand.
Yeah, I can hear
I was
you.
trying
How's
to
that?
understand what is the
Okay,
problem
hold
with
on,
the
hold
pen,
on one
because
second.
there's a whole chapter in the Quran. It's called Surah Al-Qalam.
Joe, can you hear me? Okay, hold on one second.
There's a whole chapter in the Quran. It's called Surah Al-Qalam.
Okay, hold on one second. Okay. I don't know. Do we still have a loop? Is there still a loop? Doug, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
And can you hear the the video now?
Yeah, I can hear them.
You can hear them?
Yeah.
Because I can't hear them anymore.
If you have on the large speakers, or you have on
Phil, can you hear me? Phil, can you hear me?
because that might be where the feedback is.
Phil, can you hear me?
I was dancing, Hussein. I was dancing and singing because I've not had the best of days.
This is not going to work.
Okay. Well, it's the weekend.
I'll have to
enjoy.
mute myself. Doug, I'm going to
I've
mute
had a rough
myself.
day, so it's the only way I can calm myself down.
Yeah, man, that's nice. That's nice, man. That's nice, bro. On Sesame Street, Mr. Sesame Street.
My name's Elmo. It's literally there.
Yeah, no. But you
You say,
yeah.
Are you in any religion? Can I just ask?
Yeah. I'm Muslim.
Okay, one question I have for any religion is, if there was a God, why is there pain? Why is there suffering? Why is there not free will? Because there isn't no free will. Because if there was, everybody could do what they like with no punishment. And why is there punishment?
Because God's teaching us a lesson, dude.
There is
we know
actually
this.
a free
This
will,
whole
because he
question.
told you there is.
There
If you do
isn't
this
free
and
will.
no, if you do this and this and this, you're gonna go to hell. If you do this and this and this, you're gonna go to paradise.
That's
So now
not
it is
free
up to
will.
you
That's basically
which
saying
one.
what you can and what you can't. That isn't free will. If free will existed, he would say you can do this, this, and this and get away with it. He wouldn't say if
no,
you do
you
this, this, and this,
not
you'll
gonna-
go to hell.
Yeah, that is not how free works. That's
Yes,
not how
it is. Free will is action without consequence.
Action without consequence.
There is no free will in religion.
This concept of predestined persecution and punishment for something that was written before at the beginning of creation. So we were all predetermined to be punished prior to our actions.
Okay.
Can I ask you, please can I ask you to show us in the Quran where it says that Allah has given us free will?
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to go look for it. You know, as in like you know, as in, yeah, the challenge you give
So
me.
if you got to go look for it, does that mean you've not read it?
Yeah. No. I read the Quran, but I read the Quran in its original language.
There's no
and
free will in
unfortunately, I don't
religion.
speak
It's
Arabic.
subjective. It's
But
only God's
if
will.
what you said, free will, it is you know, action
Action without
without consequences.
consequence.
Yeah, then in Islam, no, or that is not, you know, in Islam, your action do have consequences.
So
Then
you
there's
do
no
not have free
free will.
will.
Do have consequences. Yeah.
Sorry, what's that noise? Then that means that there is no free
I
will
do
in
not
Islam.
know.
Yeah. Well,
I'm just a little bit
There's no
confused.
free will in
You
any
read the
Free
Qur-
will
religion.
in
you read
Islam.
wait,
free
Hussein,
will. Yeah.
Can I
Hussein
just ask
said,
you, say,
Power.
you
you
read the
just
Quran in
said
its
that you read the
original language.
1 minute, Mackenzie. You
Right.
just said that you read the Quran in its original language, but you can't read or speak the language. Huh?
Yeah. No. I don't speak Arabic, but I can read the Quran. The power of acting without the constraint of necessity or fate.
That is free
The
will.
ability to act at one's own discretion.
Discretion.
Yeah,
You're
but
saying
that's
if
saying
you
there is
do
no
this, this,
consequence.
and this, you go to hell. That isn't
No,
free
one
will.
second. No, one second.
Not free will.
The what is without the constraint? What's that? Without consequences?
Constraint is basically consequence.
Consequences. Oh, okay. Yeah, no. In Islam, there is definitely consequences.
So there's no free
You do
will.
not have free will.
Yeah. Well,
The same with
Michael.
Christianity.
if you say so.
If we say so,
There
I
is
mean,
no
there's
free
no
will in
free will in
religion.
Islam.
That's a fact.
There's no free will in any religion or
One
life.
thing that we know, no. One thing, you know, as in one thing that Islam does is it gives you two options. You choose which one you want. Hell,
It's giving you something
hell
to
option.
do. You know what
So
you want to
punishment,
do.
ergo,
It's up
no
to you
free
which one you
will.
choose.
Yes.
Say again?
Can I
Say that
speak
again?
for a minute?
I said punishment,
And
ergo, no free will.
Shut
Yeah,
up,
well,
Elman.
okay. If that is, you know, if you want to say that, yeah. But to me, you know, as in, I think
No, I'm not
having,
saying that.
you know,
Meaning
yeah,
behind
having
words says that.
yeah. I know.
Meaning behind the
But
languages
having
we
the choice
all
to choose.
use.
But you do have the choice to choose, Joe. Which one do you want to? You're not just gonna go to hell for no reason. You have been told that if you do this and this and this, you're gonna go here.
Yeah,
If you
so
do
that's the
yeah.
consequence. So that isn't free will. If you
Yes,
do
okay,
the
no
things, you're
problem,
going to
no
get
problem,
punished
no
for
problem.
it. So that
No
isn't
problem.
consequence.
Yes, no problem. But you still have the choice though. You still have the choice. You can choose where you want to go.
Yeah, you can choose, but that
Yes.
not free will. Free will is where
Yeah,
you
okay.
want to go and do what
I
you
grant you
want.
that one. I grant you that point. I grant you.
Free will is
get
basically
that point.
me going
That
out.
there's no free will. He already said there's no free will, so it don't make sense arguing that point on free will because he already agreed according to the definition of free will. There's not free will in Islam, so it don't make sense arguing that point.
Bill,
I give you.
Hussein, just
I
one
give
second.
you that point.
Just apologies, 1 second. So Al Kahim in the comments, you're saying if you eat cake over an apple, there are no consequences. So we're saying there's no free will. Well, according to the Quran, what we would eat over an apple has been predestined, which means there is no free will because it was already written before we even had the choice to eat a cake or an apple. And then the choice was made for us, so we had no choice. So there is no free will.
And can I just ask, if our lives were predicted and all set out, why didn't the guy that wrote it basically invent everything that's been invented nowadays back then? By the time we got to here, we could have already cured cancer and all the major diseases that are killing people today. If he wrote it all back then, he could have invented phones. He could have invented technology.
Al Kahim, I literally just answered you. And now you're saying because I don't believe in the Quran. I believe in the Quran. The Quran is a book that was written. It exists. Thereby, I believe in it. I believe in the existence of the Bible. I believe in the existence of this foot because it exists. I don't believe in the religion because to have a religious belief means that you must come from a standpoint of doubt to start with. That is the concept of religion. You cannot have belief without a concept of doubt of that belief, and thereby you give yourself over to that religion.
Yeah, that's wrong, Elmo.
overcoming your own doubt
Elmo,
without
that
proof.
is wrong.
Okay, guys, just one quick second. Someone on YouTube wants to say something. Let me try this out. So I'm going to need you all just mute for a second. I'm trying something out, okay? Let me see this here. I'm not ignoring everyone, guys. Just trying. I've just been at the back trying to see how I can merge these two, but it's not gonna work. Anyway, hold on. Huh?
There's a delay.
Okay, all right.
There's a delay, so it's going to give you a feedback.
You can try, but I don't
Because
think
there's a
every
delay
time it's
between
person
YouTube
might
and
come
here.
through,
Okay, all right.
Because,
All right.
yeah,
Let's
so
try. Let's try
you
this.
can
Okay, hold
try,
on.
but I don't think if you turn on speakers, it might come through.
Okay,
You might
all right.
have to
Let's
mute.
let's try this. Okay, hold on. Okay, Doug, are you there?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Go on.
Right. What I was trying to say is, there's no free will in religion. It's not. Free will is an objective source, and with religion, it has to be subjective because your will is for God. And I think you guys need to start looking at the history of religion, starting with the Torah, which is what it's all based on, what Christianity is based on, and Islam is based on Christianity. And considering the pen came hundreds of years, well, about 300 years BCE, before, so it's about 300, 400 years before Islam. And Jesus is also mentioned in the Quran many times as a prophet. Obviously not Muhammad, the 6-year-old Marian paedophile, but he's mentioned. It all conspires to each other. The first 5 books of the Old Testament is the Torah with a ton of Christianity nonsense posted in there as well. It's just, but this free will thing, it doesn't exist inside religion. It can't exist inside religion because it's all God's will. And I know Phil is sitting there nodding his head. He will agree.
A quick question for you, Doug. So some people think that outside of religion, we've got free will. And some people reckon, no, as long as you're a human being, we have no free will at all. What do you think?
Well, no, only religious people will feel that. And that's all they will say. You know, atheists, they say that. And it's getting heated up. If you look on Twitter now, it's all getting heated up. And they're ready for another holy war. They really are, against the atheists, because Christianity is dying out. It really is a dying thing because no one believes it. You know, they can't. They've never in thousands of years been able to prove their God. They keep going on and this and that. Oh God. Oh well. You know, if you look at the Bible, God is a bloodthirsty monster, and He always will be. But it's His will, they say. That's the way He does it, you know. These kids are getting AIDS in Africa. This kid's got cancer. This kid's got whatever. This is what they'll say. Oh, it's God's will. We'll pray for him. We know that doesn't work, you know. As my pinned tweet says, you know, Christianity will not pray for them. They'll pray on them. And that's what they do. They grift. It's about control and power. And it always has been. They're trying to get their fingers in every single till on this planet. You know, politics. Look at them all holding their hands on Trump. But then bobble-headed Americans will always like, oh, God this, God that. In God we trust. But they haven't got a clue who God is. No one has.
Nobody.
I haven't. No one on this panel hasn't. Even the Muslim has not got a clue who God is. They just carry on and just fucking create this bubble of control, and that's all they want. They just want control, and it's basically through fear. And they'll give you this hell thing, and hell is basically an invention from well, it was written by an Italian as ironic poetry, and it was picked up by King James in 1611. It's the 9 circles of hell, and that's all it is. And they picked up on that because hell in the Bible is basically a grave. It's nothingness. You don't go to the promised land. You don't go to heaven. You just have nothingness. And that's basically how an atheist thinks anyway. You got one shot on this planet. You want to waste it being a bobblehead and praising religion. And the fundamentalists are the worst, especially on Twitter at the moment, because they're getting scared. They know it's decline. I actually thought I'd never see a decline this much in my lifetime. But seriously, it is rapidly decreasing. I mean, look at the churches in England, Esther. Most of them are all decrepit and fallen to bits. A lot of them aren't even used anymore.
Yeah, most of the buildings are being sold.
It's sold for housing. People like living in cemeteries.
Yeah.
Let them get on with that. They are weirdos because, you know, these people still think that, you know, vampires exist and, you know, flat earthers and all this nonsense.
Genes. Doug, did you know that there are genes, right? So these genes, apparently some of them are in your toilet, right? This is a Muslim belief that genes reside in the toilet. And so before any Muslim goes in the toilet, they've got to pray. They take one leg in, I think it's the right leg in. Then while they're on the bog, they pray some prayers because the gene could enter right through the anal region into their body.
That's an X-Files show.
It's just absolutely crazy.
That was a show on X-Files where somebody would come up with the toilet and grab your ass and drag you under through the U-bend. But there's
let me hand it over.
Just talk a bit about the Muslim side of things, their science side. One of their ones is that a baby is born between the shoulder blades or conceived between the shoulder blades, and it's a piece of gum.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me hand it over because I'm sure Hussein, are you there? I'm sure Hussein would want to respond. Okay, let me do this. Right. Hussein, are you there? I'm sure Hussein would want to respond. Okay, let me do this. Right. Hussein, are you there? I'm sure Hussein would want to respond. Is Hussein there? Okay, let me do this. Right.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
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 Hello.
Yeah, the first of all, the guy he said so many stuff, and he was talking about Islam, he was talking about Christianity. But one thing that he said about the Muslims is, as in I would say, is the Muslims, we know who our God is. The Quran tells us first, and second, we know what hell is because of the Quran describes explicitly. It tells.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt you. You said you know because the Quran says.
Yes.
No, you can't know that. Hussein, you can't know that because listen. You're reading something in a book. Does not make it true, Hussein.
Yeah.
The Quran. Listen, the Quran is just a book.
Yeah.
And
no,
in the book.
Yes.
Hold on. No, not just to me. Is Quran not a book, Hussein?
It's a book that was written.
No, yes, it is a book. But that book,
Hussein, is Quran not a book? Or am I the one missing it here?
No, the Quran is a book, but that book has got the words of God in it. Understand?
It's got the words of God in it.
Yeah, and God.
Okay, you know what, Hussein,
can I ask you a question about that then?
Hold on. Elmo, 1 second.
Genuine question.
Can you please hold on 1 second? Can you prove to us that the words inside the Quran are the words of God?
Yes. So now when you say I prove to you, what kind of as an proof are you talking about?
Anything that would prove the claim to be true. So we've got a book that's got content inside of it, right? So what is the source of this content? How do we know that these were the words of a being up in the galaxies, or I don't know where Allah resides? How do we know that these the words inside the Quran are Allah's words?
Because of the book itself tells you that. The book itself tells you that.
No,
Yeah.
But
Hussein,
Hussein, it's
you
about the
can't
book.
do that.
It's about the book.
We're trying to figure the book out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure the book out.
But
I'm
I've got a
trying to
question.
find out if this book is telling us the truth or not. You can't tell me the book says it is the words of Allah, therefore the book is right. I mean, that's not how it works.
I've got a
Yes.
question.
How did you
About the
know
book.
that the
What
book
kind
is?
of no?
Is it me
No.
that is not
What
getting
kind
this
of
thing right?
evidence do you need? What
No,
kind
no,
of
Afro, you're making perfect sense.
Yeah,
So,
you are.
Hussein,
Wait your
I
turn.
have a
Let
question
Elmo
about
speak.
this. If Allah absolutely made it clear that he is the one true God and the Quran is the proof, I have a question.
Yeah.
Why is it that Allah only made himself clear 1400 years ago and made it clear that he is God and didn't do anything for the millennia that humans existed and condemned them all to hell?
No, the Allah, he made it clear from the beginning. That's why he sent so many
Okay.
prophets.
Because that book wasn't there, because that's the proof of Allah, you just said.
Yeah. No.
No, your words, the book is the proof. The book is the proof. So before the book, there was no proof of Allah. So Allah didn't make himself clear. So humans were condemned by Allah. By Allah's ignorance, and not letting people know. Here's another question then. Okay.
Wait, hold on. Let him respond, please. Elmo, let him respond to that first one. Let him respond to the first one.
And then
Yeah. Let him respond to that first one, please.
First of all, in Islam, we believe from the beginning, God was actually sending people, prophets. So now there were actually prophets who came and they brought a message to the people. We just worship the one God. And
doesn't Muhammad say his own mother is in hell because she wasn't a Muslim?
Yeah.
So right, everybody before the Quran
Hold on.
Listen.
Hold on. No. You just said something that's important to me. Please.
Yeah.
You said Muhammad said that his mother is in hell.
Yes, his parents, I think, because of
in hell. Why? Why are his parents in hell?
Because Allah didn't make Islam known before then and condemned all humans to hell. Because Islam only existed from the moment the book was
created. Elmo,
you cannot talk for Muslims.
He's the Muslim. Let
You
him
cannot
answer
talk
me.
for Muslims, man.
Hold on. Ibrahim. Sorry, no, not Hussein. Sorry. Why would the prophet say something like that? His parents are in hell.
Because of they were actually pagans. So now because of that, all pagans are gonna go there. But that doesn't mean there was no message. Remember, before the prophet, there was actually Jesus. Before Jesus, there was other prophet.
Yeah, Jesus is Christian
The
though.
prophet has been sent again and again and again and again and
Wrong
again.
religion, mate. Wrong religion, wrong God.
Hussein, hold on. So you're saying that if Prophet Muhammad's parents had believed in Jesus, they would have gone to Jannah.
If they have, yes, if they have followed the proper religion at that time, yes, they would have gone to Jannah. But because they didn't follow at that time, yes. So so because of that is why, I mean, we believe God has sent messengers again and again and again. But the last and final messenger is Muhammad. So now after him, that is done.
So
there is
God
no
gave
more.
up.
Huh?
So God gave up. God decided to stop.
No, there's going to be judgment. There is going to be judgment, as in there is, So now eventually the world will come to actually an end. So now the prophet, the the fact that the Prophet Muhammad came was actually one of the signs that the world is
Hey,
it
Phoenix
is
Rising.
like at the ending stage, at the as in the world is coming to actually an end. The fact that the Prophet Muhammad was sent, it is a sign that so now the time for the world to end is coming closer and closer and closer, and we
I
are
don't
getting to
have
it as
the
well.
I don't have the
Elmo,
prophecies in the Quran about that.
Elmo,
but
just
we
one
have-
second.
Oh no,
Elmo,
just
Elmo,
Elmo,
I don't know
Elmo,
why
just
you
one
speak
second, just one
Muslims.
second,
You're not
just
even
one
Muslims.
second.
Please do not
Just
speak for
one
the Muslims,
second.
please.
Okay,
Do not
just
speak for
one
us, please.
second. Please, just one
I'm
second.
speaking for my fucking self, and I'm allowed to speak for myself. Don't
Yes,
keep telling me
yes,
I'm
you
speaking
can.
for Muslims.
Elmo, I'm not trying to stop you from
Not you.
speaking.
His disingenuous
Yes.
argument and his bullshit, trying to take away my valid right to speak from a
Hussein,
learned and studied point of view.
Hussein,
Yeah.
Elmo's not trying to speak for Muslims. If Elmo is speaking, he's speaking based off what he has read or whatever research that he has
Well, I've
done.
spent more than
Right?
20 years studying.
Exactly. So it's not that he is speaking for Muslims. Please don't assume that, I beg you. But
That's a
Hussein,
disingenuous argument. It's disrespectful, and I'm talking from a point of study in order to have a
Okay,
discussion.
okay,
And you're
okay. I
taking that
don't.
right of speech away
Okay,
from me with your disingenuous bullshit response.
Okay. I don't want to have a discussion with you, so good for you.
Then you can drop down, can't you? Because I'm on the panel.
It's not your life. This is not your life. You cannot.
And it's
tell
not
me
your
about that.
life. I've got a right to fucking speak, dickhead.
Okay, speak. I'm
I
not
just did.
just gonna engage with you. That's it.
Okay, guys.
Aw.
Okay,
This is what happens when a theist meets someone who knows what they're talking about.
Hold on.
This is what happens when a theist meets someone who can respond. They cowardly back away, they throw blame and accusations, and they can't engage.
Okay. Give me 1 second. I need to figure something out. How is it that Muhammad's parents are in hell, right? And how is he happy that his parents are in hell? Was there
By all
hold
accounts,
on,
he wasn't happy.
Elmo, 1 second, please, 1 second. I want to hear Hussein. Is Hussein, this is actually a question for Hussein. Hussein, did Muhammad at any point ask Allah for mercy for his parents?
Yes, he did. Even as in his uncle as well. His uncle is also gonna be he's also in hell. In fact, the best spot in hell. So now Allah did.
His uncle has the best spot in hell.
Yeah. He will get the punishment.
Why is that the case? Why?
Because of the Prophet, actually asked Allah, to actually, he begged Allah. So now Allah has actually granted him that he's not going to be, he will be punished, but not as severe as the other ones. Do you want to hear what his punishment is?
No, I want to know why. Why is Muhammad's uncle? Why is he given the
He refused the message. He refused the message
of hell? Tell us.
He refused the message. He refused the message, and he refused the message.
Wait,
he refused to become a Muslim.
He refused the message of Islam.
But
that is pure wickedness, don't you think?
Wickedness. If you don't believe in
it is wickedness.
If we don't believe,
Hussein, no. At some point, you need to stop and think about this, right? Hussein, do you have any nephews?
Yes, of course I do.
You have a nephew, right?
I've got children.
I don't even talk about your children. I'm talking about your nephew.
Yeah.
If your nephew came to you and told you, Hussein, I am the one sent from Allah. Everything I say, you have to believe. And you have seen this child grow up. You've seen this child when he was in nappies. You've seen him prancing around the place. You've seen him, and now he's coming to tell you that he is the prophet. Do you think that you will find that believable?
Well, for me, no, but for him, he did.
Thank you.
He's praying. No, first of all, for me, no, because of me, I know that the Prophet Muhammad is not going to be another messenger after him. So now today, if he comes to me, I'm not going to believe it. But at that time, his uncle, the uncle at that time, he believed it. But it's just that his pride got the best of him. He said, "This is what my forefathers knew." And also because of
But that was what his forefathers knew.
Yes, exactly,
Listen,
exactly.
this is pure wickedness. If that is what his forefathers knew, that is okay. Hussein, have you been a Muslim all your life?
I was born a Muslim.
Was your father a Muslim?
My great grandfather was Muslim.
Okay, so what if now somebody comes to you and tells you that you know that Islam that you have been following now is wrong? What would you do?
Yeah, well, first of all, because of we know that there's
No,
not
I'm
going to be
asking
another
you, what
messenger.
would you do if
I
someone
will not
comes to
follow
you
him.
and
I
tells
will
you?
not follow him. I will not follow him because of
Why?
I know.
Why?
What if your God comes to you and says
would you
it's
still
wrong?
follow-
Because of I
would you
told you.
still follow the path of your fathers.
No, I told you, I'm not gonna follow because as a Muslim, I know there's not gonna be another messenger after
No,
the
you
Prophet.
don't
I
know
know
that. You don't
No,
know that.
as a Muslim, I
You
do.
don't know that.
No, as a Muslim, I do.
You
As a
don't.
Muslim, yeah. No, as a Muslim, I do. Yeah.
You do not know that.
It is part of the belief. It's part of our belief.
Okay, so it's a belief. So it's not true then. It's just a belief.
It is part of the religion.
So it's just a belief.
It is part of the religion. Believe, yes.
Okay, you know what?
faith,
That's
iman.
that's absolutely fine. You're hell bent on guys. You see, this to me, I think this is pure wickedness, right, of the highest order. So you reserve the hottest spot for this man who was Muhammad's uncle, right? He watched this young boy grow up. He knew him in and out, right? And now this young boy comes to rub it in his face that he is now the prophet. I mean, think about even Hussein has admitted here that even he himself will not believe that if it was his own nephew. But here we have a God that is not merciful at all, cannot even show mercy. Even at least the parents of Muhammad, right? The fact that they're his parents, can he not at least have mercy on them and say, okay, because they're your parents, let's give them a spot in heaven? Pure wickedness.
Afro, let's also just point out something that Hussein said. He said he was born a Muslim, but in Islam, you're not a Muslim until you are of the age of accountability, which is approximately 7 or 8 years old. All children who pass away from miscarriages or before the age of accountability are referred to in the Quran as the young boys that serve in Jannah. They are eternal slaves of adults that have given themselves to Allah. They are the ones that serve in heaven. They're also the ones that yunsafun, they shall not bleed while they are fulfilling the desires of those men. Arabic word, yunsafun.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro?
Sorry, you're not engaging with me. I'm talking up there.
Okay, you know what, guys? Hold on. So Doug has a question for Hussein. Doug on YouTube has a question for you. Hussein, are you prepared to answer the questions?
If I know, yes. If I don't know, I don't know. If I can't
All
answer,
right. So give me a second. Let me sort this out. Right. What did I
Are you
do?
streaming on YouTube as well?
Yes, I am.
Oh wow, that's nice. How many channels?
What do you mean, how
Instagram
many
as well?
channels? Just one.
Instagram. I mean, like, are you like also Instagram as well?
She said
No, I'm not on
YouTube.
Instagram.
Oh, okay.
Okay, hold
Yes.
on, Hussein.
And
Let me see if I can do
unmute
this
this.
again.
Hold
So
on. Right. So, Doug, you want to ask your question?
Yeah, I just well, actually a couple of things. I was born, like you were saying, I was born into the Catholic religion. I have to say though, Elmo, you're a prick. You're so disruptive, man. Just calm yourself down. Anyway, Hussein, I was born into the Catholic religion. You were obviously born into the Muslim religion, which at the end of the day is the same religion. The Muslim religion, obviously, in Muslim states, still, they still use the same punishments for, like chopping your hands off for thieving, and that Christians used to do. I mean, beheading. This is all stuff that Christians did back in the day. But as I say, I was born into the Catholic religion, the same as you. But from about the age of 6, when I actually started reading the Bible, it was forced into my hand. I didn't want it, but I had to start reading it. And that was probably the first book I didn't go through Peter and Jane and all them stupid little books that children read. I was thrust a Bible in my hands. But I started to question my Catholicism and obviously the religion itself. And I believe, it's all make believe, if it wasn't for religion, we wouldn't have Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or all the scary movies and ghosts and things like that. We wouldn't have any of that if it wasn't for religion. So we need to thank it for that. But when you were of age where, you had some cognitive thought of yourself, because I assume you have children. I have children, and anyone who's had children, they've all gone through the kids, why? Don't touch that. You can't. Why? And kids will just say why, and they're inquisitive. What stopped you being inquisitive about God or Allah, which is the same as Christian God? It's all the same God. We know this through Scripture.
So, what's stopping you from scrutinizing the religion?
Okay, what is the stop?
Hold on. Let me mute this so that folks can hear. Hold on. Let me. I'll let you know when to start. Just 1 second. Okay, now you can go on. Go on, please.
Yeah, I have actually my religion, and I came to the as in, even though I was born in it, I did ask the question: is Islam true? Is there as a God? And to me, it made sense. As in life without as in God, then life doesn't make sense to me. As in what happens when we leave this world. We, as why are we here? As in those kind of questions. As in I have asked myself. But I did actually question my belief, and I came to the conclusion that my religion was the perfect religion, the truth. And when I leave this world, I ask for the mercy of God on me. As in I ask God to take me to the good place. So I did actually scrutinize if you.
Okay, so what was it about? What was it about Islam that made you believe that it was in fact true?
Afro, can you also quiz the part where he said Islam is, and this is a very specific wording, the perfect religion?
Ah, right. Okay.
That was the word.
Before I go on, Hussein, how many wives do you have? Oh no, you're single. Yeah, I remember. You're single. Okay. Oh, has that position?
If I was rich, I'll go for 4.
Has that position changed yet? Are you now taken?
No. I say no. I say, been there, done that. No, thank you.
So you're not getting married again?
Oh, hell no.
Wait, so you just said you've been there, done that. So are you divorced?
That means you are not going to fulfill half of your deen.
1 minute, Afro. He said been there, done that. Does that mean he's divorced?
Yes, I'm divorced. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So that is my personal stuff. Getting married is yes, like I told you before, it is you have actually fulfilled half of your religion. But also it's not must that you get married, as in you're not condemned to actually hell. It's just that as in it's something that is recommended. So now for me, I've got children, so now I'm gonna focus on my children. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a very, very traditionalist, and today is very difficult to find someone that actually fits in my, especially in the Western world.
What does that mean?
When you say you're a traditionalist, what does that mean?
It means he can strike his woman if she disobeys.
Yes, that is what it means, and
Can you-
that
can you
is a
just-
view
can
for
you
the
just-
women.
Oh, hold on. Let's see what he
Pause,
means
pause.
by. Wait.
Pause, pause. Can you
yes,
just
okay.
tell this person to actually
Okay.
leave me alone?
Hussein.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
What
want
do
to
you
get this
mean?
person.
What do you mean by a traditional woman?
Traditional marriage. I believe in the
Yeah.
traditional.
What does that look like to you?
Traditional marriage, it looks like to me, where as in both genders have a role to play. As in a husband is a husband, and wife is a wife, and none of them is competing with each other. So for me that is a traditional. As in a marriage where family is
But
oriented.
Hussein, don't you construct your marriage how you want it to be? You can't just have a marriage that is perfect from the jump. When you get to know somebody, when you meet somebody, both of you sit down and you talk about your values, you talk about the things that you like and things that you don't like, and over time, right, as both of you have that fusion between both of you, you start to create, this marriage however you want it to look like. Is that not how it works with you guys?
Yeah. That is how it works. If you remember, I gave you another verse talking about actual marriage. If you remember that verse, as in, yeah. But what I'm saying is, it's not. It has nothing to do with the none of the. It's because of where I live today. People don't have those cultural, as in those religious cultural aspect of life. You know what I mean? So now everyone is just worried about, as in materialistic stuff. For me, I want my family
You
to
mean
be
like your £1,000 mobile phone?
Anything basically. I want a family oriented relationship, as in the So now and I've seen that it's very, very difficult to have that in this DNA, especially in the Western world. It's very, very difficult. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for me personally, this is what I'm saying is actually my personal belief and it has nothing to do with my religion.
Can you move to the world where it is not Western, where everything you're looking for is perfectly, is right in there? Can you not move over there?
Well, I can, but the at the moment there's no such thing. We don't have that. If we had that, I would
Well,
have.
you don't have a perfect place for Islam.
At the moment, no. At the moment, we do have
What's
Muslim majority
Mecca?
countries. We do have Muslim majority countries.
Mhm.
However, they are led by actually puppets, as in who actually work for the Western world.
Then what is Allah doing to
What is
watching his holy places
Wait.
be led by?
Sorry.
Emma,
One second. It's just something he said.
No,
He
Emma,
said
Emma,
he
let me finish.
can't
Emma,
move
just 1 second. Let me
to a
finish. Let me just
predominantly
quickly finish.
Muslim community or country
Emma,
because they're puppeted by the leaders of the country he chooses to live in. That contradicts your reason for remaining when you want a traditionalist religious life.
Afro?
Yes, I'm saying.
Yeah. I didn't hear. What did he say?
What I was trying to ask you is it possible for you? Okay, no. What is Allah doing? Right, watching His holy land be led by puppets.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I cannot tell you what Allah is doing, but I can tell you there is, as in the world that we live in now. Yeah, the Muslims, as Muslims, we have actually failed. The reason that we are, first of all, the reason that we are in this situation is because of our failures. We failed to follow our religion, and because of that, we lost power. We became divided into so many countries, and because of that, we fell into the hands of and those who wish us harm and don't want us to actually unite and don't want us to live our Islamic laws. Yeah, so now, it's because of our failures. We have failed personally. It's not God, but we have failed ourselves. We have failed to follow Islam. So now that is why.
we are in this situation that we have been divided into so many nations, like, you know, as in, yeah. And that's why today there is no place in this world that I can say this place is perfectly Islamic place that you know, as in, we can live in there. No, there's
Okay,
none of them.
so are you telling me that on the surface of the earth today, there is no place that is perfect, 100% perfectly Islamic?
No, there is no 100% perfectly Islamic. There is a Muslim majority areas, Muslim majority land.
What sort of
Muslim majority-
which country would you say that is?
the Muslim majorities will be like places like, you know, Indonesia, the whole of the Middle East, you know, the whole of like West Africa, you know, as in Mali, Burkina, you know, as in Niger, you know, as
North
in
Africa.
North Africa as well. So now those areas are actually Muslim majority countries. But then when you look at those countries, like, you know, for example, let's look at Morocco. Morocco is a Muslim country, yeah. But then when you go to that country, the alcohol, the partying, you know, as in the prostitution, is just a normal thing. You know, I mean, you go to Dubai, it's the same thing. Why? Because of the leaders of that country are puppets. They have not been selected for the people. They are not there for the people. They don't care about religion. They have been put there to serve the master, which is the Westerners, the white people, Europeans, the Western world, basically. Yeah. So because of that, you know, as in, yeah, and that is happening because we Muslims have failed to follow our religion. We fail to follow our religion.
So, but why is Islam okay? So, if there's already fundamental issues, right, on the ground, then
Say that
why
again?
if there are fundamental issues with Islam, right? Y'all have lost
No,
it. Y'all have left the deen. Y'all are
not
now,
Islam, not
doing
Islam,
whatever you were doing. Okay, yeah,
not
Muslims. If
Islam. The Muslim prayer.
Muslims. So
Yeah.
why then is Islam the fastest growing religion? Why can't you all just sort yourselves out first before spreading
Well, it's
Islam
not
to
the
the rest of the
fastest
world?
growing religion.
Yeah, okay. First of all, Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world for two reasons. First,
Please
the
tell
birth
us.
rate. Yeah, first is the birth rate. And
Birth
second,
rate.
yeah,
No,
first the birth rate.
Hussein,
And the second one is conversion. Yeah.
Hussein,
Yeah.
I think that you cannot count the birth rate as the reason why Islam is growing. The reasons why is children. You can't count a child as a Muslim child because that child could turn around tomorrow and not be Muslim. That child could turn around and say, look, I'm not doing any of this. So you cannot count a child as a Muslim.
Yeah, no, first of all, we believe every human being is born as a Muslim. But
Well, you
according
can
to
take
the
that back
that's
off of me. I don't want that shit.
that's a
yeah, no,
false belief.
yeah, no,
That's a
no,
false belief.
yes, no problem.
That's a false
No,
belief.
yeah, no problem. Yeah, what was I gonna say? I forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say. Anyway, yeah. So now, according to the academic, you know, according to, like, you know, the statistics, Islam is the fastest growing. Not because of not only because of the children, but those children grow up to be grown. They grow up, they become adults, and those adults, the amount of people that leave the religion it's almost it's so small that it doesn't even count. The number of people that actually leave
Yeah, because
the religion is
there
very
are
small.
laws, there are apostasy laws. There's apostasy laws in Islam. That's why they're not going to leave, because people
No,
will
in the
do
West,
them some very terrible things.
no, in the West, countries like now in the West, Islam is growing so fast now here in the West. According to the last statistics in this country, Christianity has dropped. Atheism was you know, as in the fastest growing religion, followed by actual Islam.
Atheism is not a religion.
Yeah, the ideology, the fastest growing ideology in the West, in this country, UK,
Yes.
atheism was actually number one.
Yes,
and then
but Islam is growing.
Number two, Islam was number two. Yes, Islam was actually number two, while Christianity declined
Sorry,
drastically.
why did Du Bois block,
not-
not just drop, but block Mackenzie?
I don't know. The boy, did you? I don't know.
Yeah.
And he was contributing for quite a while.
Yeah. So yeah, the Islam is the second largest growing in as in a UK. So the what was the question again? I forgot. I'm sorry, my memory is
No,
very
but
bad.
but Hussein,
What was
talking
the- yeah.
about this whole Islam is the fastest growing,
Yeah.
fastest growing religion. I think that you guys are not doing the world you're doing the world a disservice, because
Why?
if Islam is a delusion,
Yeah.
then Islam is the fastest growing delusion, and the
Yeah.
world does not deserve this. You Muslim people need to figure out which one of you has it right. So when you say Islam is the fastest growing religion, is it the Shiite sect that is growing, or is it the Salafis, or the what's it called, the Sunnis? What sect of Christianity is the fastest growing? Sorry, of Islam.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, Salafi is Sunni. In Islam, there is as in Sunni, and then there is the Shia, and then there is other small tiny sects. But those ones are actually usually focused in Pakistan and India. Is not you will not find them anywhere else. As in So the two main sects will be Sunni and Shia. So now the Shia make about 15%, less than 15%, while the Sunni are 85%. So now Salafi, the Salaf that you have actually said, is Sunni. Salafi only means going back to the way of the Prophet, the traditional, the way that as in exactly the way that it was. Yeah. So the fastest growing will actually be Sunni, and not only that, when you see ex-Muslim, when you see ex-Muslim, 90% of the time, those ex-Muslims are from the Shia. So now Shia are actually Iran. Iran is like the main country, followed by Iraq, and then there is other small numbers in places like Lebanon and other parts of actually the Middle East. But the two main countries will be Iran and Iraq. Understand? So now the Shia, they are not really growing. In fact, they are actually decreasing in number. But it is the Sunni, the 85%, the remaining 85% are the ones who are actually growing.
Big question for you, Hussein. Are you
Yeah.
Sunni or Shia?
I'm Sunni. I am
Will Shia people go to Jannah?
Shia.
Yes.
I mean, the Shia. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some of the things that the Shia do is very, very bad. So now, for me as a Muslim, I cannot tell you who's gonna go to Jannah and who not. As in, it's no Muslim will tell you this person is gonna go to Jannah and that person is gonna go to hell, because we don't know that person could actually become the best of Muslims. You know what I mean? But their religion, or their version is very, very wrong, because first of all, they pray via saints. They believe in saints. It's kind of like similar to actual Christianity, where you have to pray through someone to get to God. You know what I mean? And also, what they do is, some of them, they insult the Sahabas, the disciples of the Prophet, and that is a no.
So basically, you are confirming to us that within Islam, they don't have their shit together. Within Islam, there is confusion in the camp, but somehow you all are still spreading this religion to the rest of the world.
Okay.
Don't you think this is a madness?
Okay, a great English speaking guy once said that majority wins. So now if
Oh,
85% of the
majority wins.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. So now 85% of the Muslim population are Sunni. So now basically, as in when you think about Islam,
But
you are actually thinking
majority
about.
don't believe in Islam, so majority wins.
Say that again.
Majority of the world don't believe in Islam. So by your rule, majority
I'm not talking about
wins.
the world though. Yes, I'm not talking about the world. I'm talking about within the Islamic religion. That is what I'm talking
Okay.
about.
Guys,
I'm not talking about
I'm going to say something here. And
yeah.
this is why we need to carry on having this conversation, right? For me, sometimes I ask myself, what are my motives for doing what I do? Considering that I'm an atheist, my 2 children are atheists, yeah? You would think that that should be enough for me to just say, okay, you know what? All is good in the world, right? In my world. And, I don't have to say anything. Let me just live my life. But we are going to leave behind a legacy. We're going to leave behind. What are we leaving behind? A lot of us, as we say things like, oh, especially Africans, they do this a lot when they say, oh, our ancestors. One day we will be ancestors. Yeah? We will be long gone. But then what are we leaving behind for the people? If we are going to leave for them a toxic religion as the religion of choice, right? We are in a world now where we can fight and give pushback to harmful ideologies. What are we doing about it? I want at least one of my descendants later in God knows how many to say, oh, I had an ancestor, one of them at least, said something about something, if you know what I mean. Because
Afro, you
we
just said
don't
God knows.
deserve, hold on. Our children, their children, and the descendants coming, they don't deserve what we're going through now. Honestly, we need to create a space for critical thinking. We need to make sure that the path is clear for them, right? They might come and then they might have their own problems, which got nothing to do with us. I sometimes when I'm thinking, I think to myself, gosh, I wish my parents had challenged the norm a little bit. Then I would not have had to go through the religious trauma that I went through. So I feel like we owe it to the world. This whole Islam is the fastest growing religion. Look, it's going to get really scary soon if people are not careful.
So he's trying to jump on the fact that you used a figure of speech when you said
Yeah,
God
yeah.
knows, but I'm not allowed
Now,
to pick on something that he says in the middle of.
What did I
Yes,
say?
You said one of your descendants, God knows what you hope that they'll speak up at some point. Well, he jumped on that point and then he wrote it in the comments. But it's a bit hypocritical because when I jumped on things that he said in the middle of his thing, I'm shot down and I'm being disrespectful and I can't do that. Can I, Hussein?
Anyway, Afro, you just said
No,
God knows.
no. Are you ignoring my point yet
George,
again?
you still want to ask a question?
No, hold on.
I think Doug wants to ask you another question.
Okay.
Hold on one sec. Let me.
Oh, this is going to go on
this
for an hour.
No, hold on. We'll soon be done. Elmer, what's wrong with you?
Okay. Doug, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, go on.
Well, I just want, I just need to talk about, Islam itself. Don't get me wrong, Christianity has its extremists, the Ku Klux Klan, Nazism, things like that. But the great Tony Stark, Avenger, by the way, proclaimed that we create our own enemies. It's like Israel at the moment. They created Hamas. And you got Shiites and the Hoovers and Taliban, etc., from the Muslim state. Plus, I mean, Muslims have got so many extremist terrorists. Well, they outnumber Christianity by 1,000 to 1. But I do admire Islam because there's a lot of good there, and a lot of people do abide by God's law or Allah's law, and they're consistent with it. But the sad thing is they've stuck to the old ways, and the old Christian ways, which was beheading and chopping hands off and killing and stuff like that, which basically it's coming to that head again with religion. The Christians are panicking, and I agree with Hussein when he said, it is a birth rate thing, because let's face it, the Muslim world, even the Chinese, the Middle East, and they do have a higher birth rate than the rest of the world. And with the decline of Christianity, of course, Islam is rising and getting above it. But the question I say, it's quite destructive to the planet. There's children. If you're found gay in Islam, these extremists will not only behead you, they will behead your whole family, your aunties, your uncles, even your children in school. And this happens now. This happens today. They will go into a school and they will behead children, and they'll always wear masks. Of course, they always wear masks, but they will behead with a blunt knife. It's just so sad, really, that religion is so violent and vile and horrible that why can anyone support it at all?
Doug, what's the question?
My question, well, look, I've just said my question. Why could anyone support it at all?
Okay, why should anyone support it? And I would like Mackenzie's not. Hey, this, if you're there, I would like for you to, if you're for or against, right? Not necessarily only who is for, but against. Why do we need to fight back? Or if you are for, why? Why should anyone support this ideology? Just hold on 1 second. Let me mute.
Isn't fighting back, Esther? Just get on their bandwave of their hate cults. That's all they are. At the end of the day, you look at Hinduism. There's 33 million gods there. At the end of the day, we're all atheists.
True.
Everyone here is an atheist.
True. Okay, Doug, just 1 second. Let me hear.
I just believe in one less God than you.
Let me hear the other folks. Okay, just 1 sec. Okay. Let's see here. Okay. He's saying, let me hear the other folks. Why should anyone support this harmful ideology?
What was the question?
Yeah.
I'm trying to understand the.
Why should anyone support this harmful ideology?
Islam. Why should anyone support Islam?
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I don't think Islam needs anyone's support. As in the Muslims are actually 2 billion strong, and inshallah, hopefully, we will get our things sorted, and we will bring the Khilafah. Do you know the Khilafah?
What's Khilafah? I don't know what that is.
Of people that don't believe.
The Caliphate.
What? You bring the Caliphate? Where are you planning?
Where
are you putting the Caliphate?
Afro, please. We're not gonna put it anywhere. It's gonna be with the Muslim. The Muslims, all of the Muslims are gonna be under. Hopefully, inshallah, one day, as in we were before. Before.
Astaghfirullah.
Why? No. That is our belief, and it will happen. Yeah, it will happen. As Muslims, we believe that it will happen. One day the Muslims will unite, and there is going to be one big ummah. Now we are divided into actually countries, and that will actually stop one day. So now support. When you say support, we really don't need support. To us, I'm not gonna lie to you, and I don't want to sound disrespectful.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We're having a conversation.
Yeah, to us, as in atheism and these other ones, it's just, as when you see a dog barking to the moon, a dog or like a wolf barking to the moon, it will never ever harm the moon. It's just, it's just that the dog or the wolf is just wasting his actual energy. So now Islam is like that. They can never ever do anything to actually Islam. They might succeed and unaliving Muslims. You know, I mean, like now invading invading Muslim land, taking Muslim land. You know, I mean, and aliving them. They might succeed that, but Islam, they can never ever do anything to Islam. So now to us, it's just empty. It's just empty noises. You know what I mean? So the yeah, so now Islam, whether with the whether it is whether they fight it or not fight it, you know, as in Islam eventually will win, and that is our belief, and that is what our religion tells us.
Okay, it is my belief.
Yeah,
It is my belief that Islam is not going anywhere. It is my belief that we will challenge any harmful ideologies. And if before now, I think before now, I only just talk about Christianity for the most part, but because of what I'm hearing now, I think this is something that we need to keep on speaking about, because we can't have this. We really cannot have this. The planet, this planet that we live on, it's not just ours alone, right? I would love to leave the planet in such a safe manner for the people who are coming after myself. I'm not selfish, right? I don't just think only for myself alone. 100 years from now, what are we leaving behind, right? I don't want to leave behind a caliphate for the people coming, you know, later on. They're going to ask the question, why didn't our ancestors, our forefathers and foremothers, if there's such a thing, why didn't they fight back? Why didn't they do something, right? I know for you, Hussein, it is your joy to see all of this happen, but for the rest of us who don't share your belief, it is disturbing for me anyway. Hussein, how would you feel if, say, another religion decide that, you know what, we too, we're taking over the world, we want to be the fastest growing, and we're going to put Islam in check, and then make everyone we're going to have the caliphate of their own religion? Would you appreciate that?
I expect every religion to have that kind of mindset. Without that kind of mindset, that religion is a very weak religion. That is why
that's where I am contradictory to that. I don't think that religion should have the mindset of power over others and shouldn't be about control and subjugation, because that's the problem with religion. People are waking up to the fact that we have free will, that we have rights, and that we don't need a religion to dictate to us how we should live and how we should choose to persecute other people. Because any religion that goes around choosing to persecute other people doesn't have a right to exist. A religion that currently practices slavery and subjugation and persecution and unalivings, this is the religion that you're saying will become stronger and it will be a caliphate over everybody. Bull fucking shit. I'm telling you now, that happens here, that will be the start of an international civil wars. It will be World War III, because the people are not going to stand for your subjugated bullshit subjugated onto us. So I am absolutely 100% against.
First of all, when you talk about slavery, you should actually...
I'm on about the people in Africa that are being kidnapped and driven to the Middle East to be slaves in Islam. You know, the Islamic slave trade that currently goes on.
Who said that? Who said that? A bunch of Europeans, Westerners?
I literally just said it. I'm sorry. Every time I say something, you pretend not to hear it or ignore it.
Yeah, but then you keep on actually pushing it for it. You know what I mean? You keep on pushing. I'm trying to ignore you, but you just keep on actually pushing for it. You said Islam is, you know, as in slavery and stuff. First of all, Islam did not start in the West. You know, Islam is it is, you know, as in...
Did I say Islam started in the West?
And
when did I say Islam started in the West?
And second,
when did I say Islam started in the West? If you're going to put words in my mouth, state when I said it.
Okay,
I'm just going to help you out,
guys,
Hussein.
hold on. Yes. Let's have Des.
Let me land. Can I just land? You know,
I was just
Hussein, Hussein,
Yeah.
Hussein,
Yeah.
Hussein, I'll send you a message in your private inbox. I'll try
Okay.
and organize something. I'll have a conversation with you so that I can get you to let's have a conversation over on my YouTube channel. Is that okay, Hussein?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Dog, did you
but
hear
just to
that?
let
We
you know,
can
just to let
we
you know,
can
just to
arrange
let you know,
something. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But just to let you know, as you have noticed, I'm not really that knowledgeable. You know what I mean?
No.
Do not expect,
Listen,
a lot of stuff
Hussein,
from me.
Hussein,
Yeah.
I'm not expecting you to be a scholar. Come on
Oh,
now.
okay, yeah, okay,
No,
yeah.
that's not,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
A lot of this can just be talked about on the base of what you believe. But something that I wrote in the comments, but I wanted to share with you, Hussein, is you seem to have this stance of how it's like religion against the world, right?
No,
And the thing
religion,
is,
Islam. I said Islam.
well, it doesn't. You can spin the wheel. All religions feel that way,
Yeah, okay,
but
yeah.
we can pick Islam, sure. And if you pick Islam, though, the people aren't attacking and invalidating Islam and harming Islam because it's an idea, right? But the idea of Islam is actively harming human beings and other life forms, right? And that's
How
something
did
that needs to
Islam
really
harm
be
you?
reconciled in the
No, I want to
understanding of
know.
the way
No,
you see
Abi,
it.
I want to know how did
Because
Islam harm you? How did Islam harm you?
oh, well, I mean, it almost sucked me into an ideology that kept me entrapped, like Christianity, because it's the same thing, but with different, like little talking points, really different labels, if you will. You know,
No,
it's
Abi,
the
how
the
did it
same.
harm you? How did it harm you? You say that, as in it.
Oh,
It's harmed
that's what I
you?
was trying to differentiate, right? Is that the pattern of religion, Christianity is the one that harmed me specifically, but I
Okay.
know people and have many friends that Islam is harmed as well, because religion as a whole has this problem of harming people because it is an ideology that people try to make like anthropomorph, I can't say the word, but they try to personify it. Thank you very much. They try to personify it and make it as if it's a living being and treat it that way, when the reality is that the made up figment that is actually oppressing people is what is causing harm to millions of people. Millions of people.
Yeah. Yeah. So now, did you had some bad experience with the
It's
with Christians?
I've had bad experiences with people in religion, period, across the board,
Okay.
because it's something that forces people to be a certain way. And that
Yeah.
is in alignment with colonization, right? To think that there is only one way to do something is actually not in accordance with the expression of life as we know it, right? Because
Okay.
life has many forms of expression, right? There's all
Sorry,
kinds
Des.
of life forms.
I do apologize, Des. I'm going to have to go because it's quite late here. So thank you for having me up, Athro. Thank you for
Elmo, thank
listening,
you.
ladies, as always. And it's
Sure.
nice chatting to you again, Des.
Right,
See
Elmo.
ya.
Whatever ideology you're going
Elmo,
to throw at people next.
Elmo,
Yeah,
Elmo, did you have a good birthday?
I had a fucking fantastic birthday.
That's what I like to hear.
I
That's
got
wonderful.
5 days of drinking, lots of bound chicken wow.
Okay.
And I got to explore my atheist sinful nature.
Oh, okay. I bet that's not for TikTok.
Oh, it's not for TikTok.
Okay, all right. We will talk about that somewhere else.
Uh-huh. Bound chicken wow. It's booty time.
All right, Elmo, take your booty and off you go.
All right, night, everyone. Speak soon.
Bye. Right. Hey, guys, sorry about that, guys.
It's okay. You're good.
Sorry, where was the conversation?
Oh, I was pointing out how the ideology of different religions and their understandings of God across multiple religions, Christianity, Islam being two of the top ones, harming people, right, being used to justify harming people, and how today people that ascribe to the ideology try to personify it as if people are trying to harm that ideology when it is the other way around, and it gets projected.
You're not
I study psychology, Hussein, if you'd like to. That's where I'm coming from, is a psychological understanding and application.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. I kind of, as in, I I understand, when you had a bad experience with, with people in a
I'm
certain
not,
religion.
that's
Yeah.
what I'm not, see, I'm not speaking about my personal life, right? I'm speaking about what has been proven in multiple religions that they cause harm, and it's been traumatic, violent harm to multiple people across multiple generations, right? But the thing is that today,
No, I would love to know. I would love to know. As in, I would love to know what harm Islam has caused. But
Oh,
then if you say
have
if you say
have you-
that in general, if you're speaking in general, then you are speaking in general the experience that
I
you
can
have
name
with
I can
people.
name a few. I
yeah,
can
I
Okay,
was
name a
gonna
name,
say,
few.
have you
So like
studied
name one, name one,
in
name one, name one. Yeah, yeah, name one.
hold on. Let me name a few. So like in Nigeria, right? The
Mm,
country of Nigeria has 12 states that have the Sharia law. People
yeah.
have been tried in the Sharia courts for crimes that they would have got a slap on the wrist. They've had their hand chopped off. And there's one particular man whose hand was chopped off, and he said, well, he's not upset at all that this is his punishment from Allah, and he takes it as this is Allah's way of teaching him all of this. And I'm like, hang on a second, all he did was steal a bull, right? A bull, like the bull from the field. Maybe he was hungry. Maybe he needed sustenance. And here his hand has been chopped off, right? We don't know the reasons why he did what he did. And, I mean, as much as I wouldn't want for him to go unpunished, but, to chop off his hand, because that is the ruling in
Yeah.
Sharia. And
If you still,
secondly,
yeah, yeah.
that young girl that was killed not long ago, what's her name? Deborah Samuel, right? For what? What did the girl do? Because she said to keep her WhatsApp group chat free from Islamic propaganda. That was all she said. And it was so brutal, so
Oh,
brutal. The people who took her life, they were busy shouting Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. It was a young, defenseless girl. Huh? Young,
yeah, yeah.
defenseless girl. What could
I
that
understand.
girl
I
have
understand.
said to have hurt Allah's ego? Huh? So
She did
badly
not.
that
No,
she
no.
deserved to be unalived in that manner. Huh? What about the other woman? There was a woman years ago
Afro,
in
let's
Nigeria
deal
as
one
well.
by one, please,
Huh?
please. Just let's deal with one by one. I get the point now, but let's deal with one by one. First of all, the chopping off the no the let's start with the girl. That was the last one.
Hussein, if
The
and just
girl.
before you start, if you're going to systematically try to go through and say how it's not like they're not real Muslim or
I'm not gonna
how
say
this
that.
is
No, no,
somehow
no, no.
justifiable, if you
I'm not
try to
gonna say
make
that. I
these
will never ever say
justifiable
that.
acts, we're really not gonna. It's not gonna be okay.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. They are actual Muslims. I'm not gonna say they're not. As in they not. As in they're not Muslim. So they are 100% Muslim. But the girl that actually as in I've heard about the girl. It was actually a
You heard the other
university.
thing I said though.
Yeah. It was actually about as in a university.
Yeah, not just about Islam, but if you're going to try to invalidate these suffering stories, that's also not going to work.
Can you just let me talk, please?
I was just clarifying because
Yeah. Okay. Let me just
I was
talk,
just
please.
making sure you heard both of them.
Let me just stop, please. Let me just do. Yeah, I've heard about the young girl that actually got unalived in Nigeria. I believe it was in a university. But what I've heard and what you just told me now is different. I've heard that she has actually insulted the prophet. And when you go to
And is that a crime to insult a prophet? The prophet's not here anymore.
yeah,
He's
no,
dead,
it's not.
right? So what is wrong with that?
Okay, it's not crime. It's not it's not crime.
Is it
However,
deserving of death to
no, no,
insult
no,
your
no, no,
prophet?
no, 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 no. It doesn't deserve the dead, the death. However,
However,
you cannot tell people how they react to stuff. When you are in, like, let's say, a predominantly Muslim area, and then you go there and then you insult a man that they hold dear. I mean, if you only knew how much the Muslims love the Prophet,
Wow.
then
Still doesn't work.
say that again.
That doesn't work.
What do you mean it doesn't work? I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know, what I mean, it doesn't matter
No.
whether it doesn't matter
Well-
whether it works or not. But I'm just telling you why those people will do that.
Well,
You know
we
what I mean?
understand
I'm not
that.
telling you. I'm not. I'm not
You don't
telling
need to.
you
You
what
don't
works
need to
and what
explain
doesn't work.
that to us. We understand that. That's what we're sharing. It's like what we're trying to understand from you
Afro,
is: do you
Afro,
believe
please.
that's a valid
Afro,
representation
Afro,
of your religion?
Afro, please. You know, this is your platform. I'm here because of you. You know, as in, please. Yeah, there's no point of, you know, as in,
Okay,
if
okay. Just
there's no
finish
point.
what you're saying.
Yeah, let me
Finish
finish
what
my
you're saying.
point. Yeah, let
Finish
me
what
just
you're
finish my
saying.
point. Yeah. So now the what happened to the girl is wrong. It's very, very wrong. But also you have to understand there are actually some emotions that will get involved. You know, as in, it's like, for example, when you go to someone's house and you insult their mother and their father, yeah. So now you cannot expect that person to not react. So now the Muslims love the Prophet more than their mother, more than their father, more than themselves. That is the love that we have the Prophet. So now it is wrong. I'm not saying it is right for that person to get unalived, but it's also a really not good idea. Right now, I live in London, yeah, in UK. There are some places in UK. If I go to the pub, some pubs here in UK, and insult insult and insult UK, or say anything negative about the one of the flags, I believe is called Union Jack flag, you know, which has, you know, in some actual racism and colonial tied to it. If I say anything and go to some pubs, believe you me, you know, as in, I'm not gonna come out okay. There's something can happen. So now people do tend to act in that way. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean it's right, but that is some people emotions can run high. Second one, the chopping of hands. Yeah. So now in Islam we do have severe punishment.
Before you, so like you were saying, one at a time. Can we do one at a time for the responses too? Because
Yeah. Okay. Go on.
Right.
Respond.
yeah, because that right there is your, like, you're right. It's not okay, right? Neither of those instances are healthy responses and understandings. But do you see how those are ideologies outside of a person that people are ascribing to themselves in a justification to commit violence?
Yeah. Well,
And
the
that is not
emotions.
okay.
Yeah, emotions.
that's
Yeah,
why-
but I'm not
but
saying
that's
it's okay. I'm not saying it's okay.
Well,
I'm
I
not
know, but
saying
that's,
yeah.
I'm pointing that out because that's the very thing that we're wanting people to see and understand about religion, is that it emboldens and
religion, yeah.
empowers people to make those violent acts and do them
Yeah.
and commit them. And
Yeah,
that's
well,
not a good thing.
it's
That's
not
bad.
only it's not only a religion that does that. So many things can do that. Like now, I just gave
Religion
you
is one of
an
them.
example. Yes, I just gave you
So-
an example that here in the UK, if I go
Correct.
to some pubs and
No, I
insult this
understand.
country,
They're
I'm
all
gonna
bad.
get I'm gonna get my ass, and it has nothing to do with religion. You know what I mean?
No, I
So
know,
now
but
that
that's
is
not the that's not the point. We need to face that too, right? Racism isn't okay.
yeah.
Just like religion being a justification for
yeah.
doing the same thing as racism
It's not racism.
isn't
It's not. You know,
okay.
I'm not saying it's not.
No, but
It's not racism.
you're
But if
giving
you
that
go
as
to
the
a
response to the
yeah,
question.
it's not. No. That is not racism. That is how people will respond because of I have attacked something that they hold dear to
Yeah, we
in their
understand.
own tough as well. You know what I mean? So if I go to a park
I
in
think you're not.
UK, inside
Yeah,
the UK, yeah,
I
yeah,
understand all of those words. Can
yes.
you take a minute and see what we're saying though? Is that
No,
we
I
understand.
understand. I 100% understand. I 100% get you. You know, I'm not saying
Why?
I don't.
But then
I
why
don't.
are you? But then why are you responding with justifying a horrific act with another horrific act?
Did I justify it,
They
or
aren't.
did I just tell you? Did I just tell you why? You know, as in,
No. Yeah,
since
but we're
yeah.
that's the whole point, right? You told us why. We already understand why. That wasn't the question, right?
So now
wasn't
the
that wasn't
what
an
was the
answer to
point
the
of asking
question.
the
The
question then? What was
point
the point of asking the question? If you
the point
already
of
know
saying
what
those
was the
horrific
what
things
was
are
the point
happening is that
of asking the
religion is
question?
I'm answering that question. Religion is a justification to commit violence, and that is not okay.
Anything, yeah. And my response to that is anything can be justification to commit a violence. Anything. Remember, George W.
No,
Bush.
not anything. There are
Yeah,
ideologies that
listen.
specifically empower it, and religion is one
Okay,
of them.
George W. Bush invented a lie
So, but
and went on attacking 2 countries, destroyed 2 countries. Yeah.
right,
Did
and
he
that's
use
bad.
any religion?
No, it does, but that's
Exactly.
not the
You
point. Is that
cannot do
we can
anything with it.
address those things too, and
No,
again,
you can
you're
do every
trying to
single thing.
use.
You can
Listen, though,
justify anything you want.
Hussein, you're trying to use horrific things happening elsewhere outside of religion as a justification to keep doing horrific things inside of religion.
I am not.
And that's
I
how it
do
doesn't
agree
get
with
faced
you.
or addressed.
No.
It's the
I
cognitive
do
dissonance.
I do agree with you. Religion can be used to do harmful. I do agree with you. But I'm saying it's not only religion.
Right, and I
Anything can
understand
be
that. I'm
used.
telling you,
Can I-
Anything
that
can be
it's only
used to
religion,
harm
like,
people.
Can I
just because
interject for
religion
a
does
minute,
other
please?
things.
Can I interject? I've got Doug also wants to add to the conversation. Doug on YouTube. Doug, you ready? Hold on. And guys,
I'm
we'll
not on
soon be
YouTube now.
rounding, you know. But we'll bring Hussein. Hussein, I will be in your inbox.
Yeah.
we
Thank
will-
you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
we can have a conversation. Hold on.
I love being here. I love being here. You
Yeah, I
know,
mean,
I'm
haven't
not
been
on
have a
YouTube
conversation.
now.
All right,
I'm
just
via
one second.
Facebook.
This one. And right. Okay, Doug, are you there?
I was just saying I've come in via Facebook. Maybe that's made a difference.
Okay, go on, Doug.
I was just going to say to Hussein, how can you justify the barbarity of your religion? I'm not being funny, but Christianity, you've only continued what Christianity was doing thousands of years ago, but you continue it to this day. How can you justify that? How can you stand by it and try and even just say well, it's barbaric. It's absolute nonsense. It was only 150 years ago. Americans were still burning innocent women at the stake because they thought they were witches because of religion. You're still doing it. You're still doing this nonsense now. Why? How can you justify a religion that is so horrific? And sit there and be proud of it.
Barbarity.
He can hear you. He can hear you.
Oh, okay. What barbarity are you talking about? What is the barbarity?
What, the chopping off of hands, the beheadings?
No,
I admit, Hussein, don't get me wrong, I admit, Christianity used to stone people, stone women, it's so misogynistic.
Dude, leave Christianity out of it. There's no one Christian here. There's no point of bringing up Christianity. Leave Christianity out of it. It is unfair to talk about Christianity while there's no Christian here to defend themselves.
No, he's trying to tell you. He's trying to tell you that
you're an offshoot. Islam is an offshoot of Christianity. You have the same God. Jesus is mentioned in your Bible at least 15 times in the Quran. You can't deny this.
Jesus is mentioned in the Quran 25 times, apparently.
Oh, 25 times. He's described as a prophet in your Bible. You can't deny this. This is your Bible. This is what you follow. And I admit that, you still follow the laws of Christianity 2,000 years ago of stoning, chopping off arms and beheading and things like that. The religion is a horrific thing. And why punish something that you can't punish someone for someone that you cannot prove? This is the disgusting thing about religion. It is so it's just
He's not asking a question though. He's just making a statement. He's not asking a question.
Okay, I mean, but yeah, his point is clear, right? You
don't
got
ask
it.
me a question. You know, state your point why you defend this.
What's the point of defending it?
No, why do you as a human being who obviously is a decent guy, why do you defend the defiling and the killing of innocent children, women, and men for Allah?
You are using very, very big words as if then the unaliving of innocent children is not done by almost everyone, especially the Western world. So no, I don't understand.
Aren't all children innocent?
Whole continent and just bombed a whole continent. And the last time I checked, the Western world was not Muslim. So I don't even know how you're gonna. I don't understand how you're gonna how you are trying to put that on the Muslims while the Muslims themselves are actually a victim of your barbarism.
No, you keep deflecting and pointing to other horrific things as if that's a justification for the horrific things of Islam. You're trying to make yourself.
That's not what I'm asking at all, Hussein. That's not what I'm asking at all. I'm saying, how can you justify?
Yes.
I understand that even in today's world that you have progressed from Christianity. You are a different religion now, although you serve the same God, the Abrahamic God. But you have not progressed at all. You still use the punishments of what Christians did 2,000 years ago. And how can you defend that? There's innocent people being killed.
I understand.
And children.
I understand you now. Yeah. I understand you now. Basically, what you're saying is why has a new religion, according to you, developed like the culture
evolved.
It's not a new religion. I'm saying Christianity has progressed. Certain sectors of Christianity they still kill people, like Catholicism, especially in Africa. They're still killing gays and things like that. There's plenty of Christianity is still bad, but you still Islam still, their laws, they've not progressed at all to secular society. Why?
I know. Anyway, guys, it's pretty late here, 1:30 a.m. So this is oh, you want to land? Okay, go on. Oh, hold on. Doug, I'm going to yeah, hold on. Give me 1 second. Let me sort this.
Oh, by the way, Esther, my meeting was cancelled in Birmingham. It was moved to Sheffield, but I'm still going to come see you this year. My meeting was cancelled in Birmingham.
Oh, was it?
It was moved to Sheffield, but I'm still going to come see you this year.
Okay, all right. Let's see
my
here.
meeting was cancelled.
Okay, just 1 second.
It was moved to Sheffield, but I'm still going to come see you this year.
Right, here we go. All right, land your plane then, and there's.
Yeah, I want to respond to the cutting of hand. Yeah, first of all, in Islam we do have punishment, some severe punishment for the for actual some stuff, and I understand some people might not like it, but that is that is our law, that is our Islamic law. It is there. In Islam we believe in actual prevention of one kill, and if we had the Islamic law, believe you me, the jails would not be full. That is why if you go to countries like Saudi Arabia, which follow a little bit of the Islamic law, you go to their jails, it is almost empty. And then you come to the Western world, you know, as in you think that the girls here, you know, as in yeah, it's just horrible, horrible. You know what I mean? So so now we believe yes, it is harsh. Yes, some people might not like it, but the Islamic laws of some punishment is far more superior because of Islam looks at prevention rather than just curing stuff. You prevent it happening.
That
Prevention.
prevents it. If it
Wow.
prevented it, it wouldn't still
Well,
be happening.
yes, no, yeah, I'm 100% sure.
Well,
If
Britain
we had a
used to think
proper
hanging people was the
Islamic
prevention.
governance, believe you me, no one will steal anything. That's why
That's
up until now,
that's not accurate.
100%, I'm telling you.
That's factually inaccurate, right?
Okay,
Cutting
okay,
off people's hands doesn't prevent them from stealing because
okay.
stealing often comes from poverty.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
so
I was gonna get to
harming
that.
people,
I was gonna get to
mutilating
that.
them
No, I
as
was
an
gonna
effort
get to
to
that.
deter them from committing crimes isn't a viable response or answer. That is
I was
actually
gonna get to that.
scientifically been proven to be
I was
false.
gonna get to that. Please. I was gonna get to that. I was gonna get to the poverty part. So now, with that said, in Islam, when you cutting off hand, there is actually laws to it. There is actually laws to it. It just doesn't happen like that. There is actually laws to it. And first of all, what the person has stole has to meet a certain amount of actually value. Yeah, and also there has to be there has to be evaluation why this person stole.
Okay, look over there.
I see. Yeah.
Hussein, right?
Yeah, I see.
Look up there. That's one of the people
Yes,
whose
I
hand
see.
was chopped off.
I've seen it before. I've seen it.
Okay.
I've
Now,
seen it before. I've seen it. Yeah.
hold on 1 second. This person, clearly he is, he was living below the poverty line.
The poverty line, yeah.
Right? So
And that is what I said.
don't know why he might
I was
have been
coming to that. I was
hungry.
coming to that.
He might have been I don't know why he stole, right? This looks like to me a systemic problem, right? We live in the country that he lives in. There is no welfare state in
Yes, I was coming to that. I was coming to that. I
Nigeria.
was coming to
There's
that.
no
I was coming to
welfare
that.
state. So
I was coming to that.
Allah knew that this man would do this here, that going to go and steal, right? You would think that Allah would probably prevent it so that this man's hand is not chopped off or something, right? Do something instead of, letting this man go like this. And the man says, I thank Allah. Next time I will not do it,
Okay, I was
rich,
coming to
the
that.
rich
That's what I was
people,
coming
hold
to
on,
that.
Hussein,
the
can you
rich
say the
Muslims,
chopping off
the
of a
rich
hand
Muslims,
is
their children are not
barbaric?
even anywhere in this country. Their children are abroad. Their children are in the fancy restaurants. They're in the fancy places, right? Because why? There's money. There's everything that they need. At the end of the day, it's the people that are vulnerable. It's the ones that can't even feed. They're the ones affected by these laws that your Sharia puts together. These are the people. Look at him. Huh?
If you let me
He
finish,
doesn't.
you will
Anyway,
understand. You
never
will
mind.
understand.
I just
If you let me
Just to
finish,
finish
you
what I
will
was saying
understand.
first is that you tried to use like the prisons being empty as a positive thing versus the United States in comparison, but like unaliving people instead of imprisoning them, both terrible, but unaliving them is not a better thing, it's a worse thing, and mutilating them is also a terrible thing, and it's not a deterrent that successfully prevents crime.
Yes. If I was allowed to actually finish, then you will
no.
understand.
You can finish. You can finish, please.
Yeah. So now I was at the where was it? Yeah, at the point of yeah. So now the cutting of hand, it's there. Islamically, it's there. We're not denying that. As in, yes, you might not like it. You might, as in, some people might not be actually happy. But the cutting is there. However, that cutting could only apply. Like now, this guy, I can see this guy. The hand cutting does not apply to this guy. Maybe because of the location, people there, they're not very well educated. So now they just do it. But Islamically, if they follow the proper Islamic laws, this guy, he will not have his hand cut off. Because first of all, this guy, I can tell he lives below the poverty line. one of the rules before you even apply of that system is first, you have to make sure every single person is fed well. There's no reason for people to steal. Second, you have to make sure the people are actually educated about it. Yeah, you have to feed people, everyone is taken care of, that there is no point for that person to actually steal. Second, people are educated about it, that if they steal, their hand is gonna get, their hand will get cut off. You have to do that first. And I can see from this picture that this guy does not meet those requirements.
Then
Hussein,
why did the Sharia
Hussein,
courts now go ahead and oh, okay.
Hussein,
And
all
that's,
of the
I'm just going to
all of,
finish this, if you don't mind, is that he's in an Islamic state where it is the rule of law. That's what we're trying to point out to you, Haseen, is that's the problem. Mutilating people. It's not about our feelings or our opinions or not liking it. Stealing something isn't a justification for mutilating someone's body permanently. That's an ill-proportionate response, and it's deplorable and despicable.
It is. It is. And just 1 second, I'll read you the statement from this guy. Let's see. When his hand was after his hand, and it completely broke my heart. 1 second. I'm nearly done now. Let's see, images. Okay, this guy here, after his hand was chopped off, let's see. What was it he said? He said, okay, so it says here that the court ruled that the wrist of Awalu Abubakar, 23, only 23 years old, and Lawali Musa, 22 years old, should be amputated in public. These amputations under Islamic law are rare in Nigeria, and the court said the men could appeal against their sentences. Nigeria's government recognizes aspects of Islamic law in its 12 mainly Muslim northern states. So apparently the judge who was hearing the case said that Abubakar and Musa had pleaded guilty to stealing the bull from a local resident. And based on the admission of guilt by the two of you trespassing into the house and stealing the bull, whose worth is well above the minimum value to warrant amputation. So there's got to be like a value, right? I hereby order that each of you should have his right hand wrist amputated. So the bull was valued at $867, right? That's 544 pounds. And the sentence would take place on market day, 8th of October, for members of the public to witness, said Judge Abubakar, right? Sorry, I can't find his statement, the guy's statement, what he said. 1 second, I think this is it here. I just wanted to read just what he said, and that's it. Where is it? Oh, goodness. Where is it now? Oh.
Yeah, no rush, fam.
Just wanted to his statement, what he made. Never mind. Sharia. Oh gosh, it's also in Mali as well. Mali have people who have had their hand amputated by Sharia law, and you know there's the element of doing it in public so that everyone can see, you know, as a deterrent. I don't know if this is the way forward, you know. So when they talk about a caliphate, is this what they're talking about when they say, oh, they're going to have a caliphate? It's just so barbaric. it's so barbaric. I can't deal with this. It hurts, you know, just thinking about. But never mind, everyone, guys. This is a conversation that we have to continue to speak on. Des, you want to say your last words?
Yeah, and I was just going to say, Hussein was targeting me because I wasn't giving him any wiggle room to get out of his argument, like to holding his feet to the fire, if you will, and pointing out the horrific events in other ideologies isn't a justification for horrific events in other ideologies, because then all the ideologies just continue to justify being violent. And that's how we get to today. So don't religion bad.
Very, very bad. Very bad. Because when you think about it, this man will still have his hand if it is in another if another system was to put him on trial. Worst case scenario, you send him to jail, right? You send him to jail, he's in there, but you still have his hand. But now hand chopped. Des, do you think that hand chopped equals not stealing again? Do you think he still has the ability to still go and steal?
Yes, he could still steal if he wanted. And chopping off a hand, I would say, fuck no. I'll take fuck no for 1,000.
Okay. Yeah, you could deter, but if what made him steal in the first place is not resolved, right? So if he still has no food on his table, he's still going to go out there and go and pinch something. You know.
I was going to say, for that reason, it didn't deter shit. It just instills fear.
Oh, Dog says, we had a Muslim extremist here in the UK, Abu Hamza. Abu Hamza had both hands amputated? Did he now? Oh, I need to go and check that out, but never mind. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for just engaging, and this is a conversation. I don't know, I just feel so petrified tonight. I feel, that element of fear on the inside of me. Gosh. Yeah, but never mind. It's this whole caliphate thing. For some of you all are sleeping on Islam. Y'all are sleeping on Islam. Y'all are sleeping on Islam. No, seriously.
All bad.
There are lots of here in the UK, lots of Caucasian young girls who are, they're converting to Islam. They're telling them about, we will look after you. In Islam, women don't have to work. The man is the one who, they sell them a dream. Once they're in, they then realize, I could be one out of 4 of them, but once you're in, you have to deal with it. Lots of young girls going over to go and fight in with I don't want to mention the name, the I group, right? It is a problem. It is a problem. So, but yeah.
Love you, Afro. I'm off.
Everyone, love you too.
Off to where my love is. So there's another live to go to. But Steven Universe in 15, everybody, if you want to.